The Legend of Carla just used their daily eye drops. Keep them eyes moist, y'all. Rapid Crest Abomination just used their daily eye drops. Keep them eyes moist, y'all.
What up? What up? How are we doing this morning? Music? Okay. Sounds weird talking to myself, talking in English so quiet. I accidentally got 4 hours of sleep. I did not on purpose. Probably. Yeah, it's in my head. I do this every time. Every time somebody says something with a hat, every time I do the little ear thing. I got 4 hours of sleep, not on purpose. I set my alarm for 9 a.m. and I just woke up at 6 for no reason.
Hijack just used their daily eye drops.
Rapid Carla. How
Keep
are we
them
doing?
eyes moist,
Oh god. My FPS is just tanking on OBS. My OBS FPS. And I'm not even doing anything right now. I updated OBS this morning. I don't know, man. I updated OBS this morning. I'm trying, Carla. I'm trying. Because I like it. What I would have done otherwise is just go back to sleep. So I figure this is probably better. Yeah, my eyes. You'll be noticing my eyes today. They're a little closed right now. They're a little closed. I'm sleepy. I don't know what OBS is doing over there. It's not great. Not great. But I don't know. We'll try. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to play a video game. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think honestly I might dip out of the I can't spell. I'm queuing up my my poke catch message so I can copy paste it. Yeah, I might go back to 1080p. It's not working too goodly right now. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like playing some Ark this morning, so I thought maybe I would play some Ark. Yeah, my eyes, cause I'm sleepy, Rapid. I didn't get enough sleep. And I tried to go back to sleep. I was laying in bed for like an hour, almost. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was sleepy too. I was sleepy, but I couldn't go back to sleep. I don't know what it was. Weird. My sleep schedule broken. And sometimes it'd be like that, and it's okay, I think. Anyway. How we doing? How is everybody this morning? I hope everybody's doing well. Melatonin. I don't know. Is that sun? Melatonin is a body chemical, but I don't remember what gives. Is it? Oh no. What? I don't know. Melatonin. I hardly know her clearly. What is melatonin? What does that mean? Not melanoma. That's what I was thinking. Melatonin. What does melatonin do? Oh, I don't want to. Naturally coming home and regulate sleep wakes. Oh. Yeah, I don't have any of that. I don't have any melatonin. Oh, are you saying that actually to buy some melatonin? That's a vibe. You like me while sleep schedule. Yeah, it's a problem, Rapid. You and I, and also Tommy. Tommy's the same. Tommy and I are very similar in that way. Yeah, sleep schedule broken. I'm an EP baby. Ooh. Both of my VODs from last night are uploaded. The one just uploaded just now. I also, now that I think about it, I didn't restart my computer. My computer's been on since yesterday at the drugstore. I might look into it, Carl. A lot of people have told me about that. I might look into that. But the thing is, I couldn't have taken it this morning when I woke up and was still sleepy but couldn't go to sleep. I would have had to take it last night, and I don't even know when I need it. Like, what do you take it every night? I don't know. Because I feel like if you take it every night, then one of two things happens. Either your body gets so used to it that you need it now from an external source, or, which is, I guess what you're saying, it's not addictive. So maybe it doesn't do that, or else it starts not working as well anymore. Like when you take an aspirin, ibuprofen every day for the rest of your life and it doesn't work anymore because your body gets used to it. I don't know. So I feel like I would have to like know when I need to take the melatonin, and I wouldn't know how to know that. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. Shall I don't know. I figure we may as well launch. I'm gonna launch a game and see if my computer broken. We'll see what happens. I hope everyone's well though this morning. I hope we're vibing. I hope you all got enough sleep. Max have done this like 2 nights in a row. Yeah, but how do you know when you need to? How do you know? It's not habit forming unless you take it every night. Just take it before sleep. But that's a habit though. That's, I don't know. I see what you mean. I do see what you mean, but I don't know. But yeah, so Carla, how do you know like what nights? Because you are having a hard time. Oh, that makes sense. But then what happens when you wake up?
Which underscore Hazel just used.
What happens when you wake up and you can't sleep and then you take it and then you sleep too long? So you can't take it in the middle of the night, probably, right? It's not normal for you, so it helped. That's fine. But then you gotta hold on to it. I could probably do that. I could probably hold on to it. Just like have some, so if I need it, that's kind of a vibe.
Well, what's the use of being a
What up, live? What up, I'm live. Hazel. Hazel, it's me. I'm live. What up? Hope you're well. I didn't make you sleep too long. But no, but you took it at the beginning of the night though. Like what I'm saying is like, what if I wake up and I have to be up in like 4 hours, but I can't sleep, and then I take the melatonin in like, and I have to be up in 4 hours. You know what I mean? Then what in that situation? Does it make you sleep for too long in that? Because I already have a hard time waking up in the morning. So like if I have melatonin in my body, it's over for me. You know what I mean? I think. I don't know. I'm not positive. I've never tried, and you know what I mean? I don't know if I. It just makes me nervous. That's all. I don't know. But any kind of substance like that make me nervous. This is why I didn't drink alcohol until I was 25. Frame drops, but that makes sense because I'm launching the game. Oh, what is happening? It rolled back. It rolled back so far. Oh no. I remember what happened. Wait. No. Why is the mouse sensitivity so garbage? I remember what happened. Last time at the end of last stream, we had tamed that thorny dragon. And we were back at the base. Why did it roll back so far? It didn't even crash at the end of last stream. What? It could last 4 to 6 hours in the body, but I woke up normal. Hold on. That's a vibe. But I don't wake up normal with an alarm normally. Y'all, that sucks. Also, why do I have no arm? Oh, I remember. Because my stuff is on the ground because I died down there. This is worst case scenario. It took me so long at the end of last time streaming this to tame that thorny dragon. It took me so long. This game hates me, I think. Why did it roll back so far? Oh, good lord. All my stuff's here just on the ground. What is it? Oh, and I'm encumberbatched. Holy. What do I have that's so heavy? Yankee saddle. Oh, it was such a hassle. It was such a hassle getting back here. Let me drop this. Let me put this here. Ooh, I got a better pike as well. So let me drop this. Let me drop this. What do I do now? What am I still? Is bird still too heavy? Yeah. What do my weight levels look like? 199 versus what are you at? Tool, you got the better weight stat. I don't want to have to try to retame that thorny dragon. That's gonna take the rest of my life. I don't want to start stream like that. I don't want to start stream with a tame a thorny dragon. Maybe I do. I don't know. Why am I so heavy? Is it maybe? Hold on. Do you have anything in your pockets? You do. You got all my fur armor in there. What about you take the Anki saddle as well? Does that help at all? Not really. What else is so heavy? All my arrows, I guess? Yeah, that's 20 pounds. Let me put this. That helps. This sucks. I don't even know where that thorny dragon went. What do I do? I could use cheats, but I don't want to. That's just really annoying. Does that happen? Also, I'm just I don't know why I'm so heavy. Is it all of like my tools or something? Is it the 46 meat that I have? How much does this weigh? 4 pounds. It's not that. It's the arrows. Because I got so many arrows. Man, why did it roll back so far? That's the worst. Oh, I don't need these. This is stupid. I don't need these. I'll never use those in my life. I don't remember this being an issue. When I came back here last time, I don't remember this Pteranodon being so heavy. What if I play a different game? What if I just never play this game again? Where did that thorny dragon? Oh, you're just getting in a fight with it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Man, it took me so long to tame that thing. Oh, that's the Ceratosaurus. That's not even the... Where did the thorny dragon even go then? What is happening? What am I supposed to do in this situation? He's gone. This doesn't make any sense. Flaffy in the chat. This game hates me. And I don't know what to do about it. It was such a hassle. It took me so long. The thing is, it took like 30 or 40 minutes to tame this thing at the end of last stream. I wish it had happened when you were streaming. Like for a second, started playing audio from when you started streaming. Even though we were hearing it like 10 minutes ago. That's weird. OBS is doing weird things right now. I just updated OBS, even though the video is current. Weird. That's so weird. Everything is broken. Everything is bad. Oh, I hear. No, that's a Lightman tree, isn't it? Reloaded and it's fixed. Weird. That's so weird. That's such a weird glitch. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? I don't want to play anymore. I need to check if I have a stroke. Yeah, please don't have a stroke right now. Oh, and look, my map reset. This is what my map looks like right now. You heard you could try eye drops? Hey, double eye drops, even if it's fake. How do I stop this from happening in the future? Dungless. I like Dungless. His Dodo's still alive somehow. What do I don't know. I'm not having a good time. Cause I could force tame that Thorny Dragon if it still existed, but I don't know where it is. And also that feels like cheating. But then also like my map is reset, which is not the worst thing in the world. And then I don't know why I'm so heavy, carry weight heavy. I don't know how did I fix that? I don't need this. I don't know how I fixed that last time. What a wild place to save as well. I had 14 different YouTube videos with solution that still doesn't have audio on peak. Carla, I think it's just the age of the computer. I think it's just that your GPU is not, and it's not that it's like, literally shed a tear. Oh no, I'm sorry, Carla. I think it's just because, the caption just said shed a tear. No, I said, no, my caption said shit. I said shed a tear. I don't look at those often, but I just saw that. Carla, I'm sorry that it is the way that it is, but I think it is just because old PC button. And it's not that you wouldn't be able to run a game like that. It's just because the way that, like, when you develop a game, you have to build it for specific hardware, and they just didn't have that in mind. They didn't have a GPU like that in mind at the time, unfortunately. Yeah, I hope the new one, I hope when you try with another more different computer, I hope it works well for you. Because then, so here's my other problem with this. What happens when even if I force tame, even if I find this Thorny Dragon and force tame it, and then even if I like cheat fly, what up, Pumpkin?
Daily eye drops.
Welcome.
Keep them eyes moist, y'all.
Even if I like cheat fly back to my house, if I cheat tame the ding dang dragon, then what? Watch, I stream for like 5 hours today. I get a bunch of progress done, and then it goes away again. Like, what? How do you know what I mean? I don't know. I want to enjoy playing this game, but I don't know what's happening. I also don't know where that Thorny Dragon went. I don't think it exists anymore. What if that Ceratosaurus killed it and I just didn't notice? Yeah, I don't know. What if I just play a different game? What if I just don't play this game right now? What if I fly over to that blue drop with a ring on it? Just for fun. Or maybe I like build in creative mode or something like that. I don't know. I'm just not feeling the progression of it if it's not gonna progress. You know what I mean? What kind of level you got on you? 55. I don't know. I'm just sad. Why are they all level 55? What are you, level 95 dragon? There goes that Sardosaurus over there. Oh, and you're fighting a thorny dragon. Is that my thorny dragon? It was a level 150 thorny dragon. I almost perfect tamed it. I don't know. Oh, and the blue drop's gone. Oh, my whole life. Man. Pumpkin, I hope you're well. I hope you slept well. I hope you opened goodly today. Do you like coffee? No, I don't like coffee. You know what? I don't hate coffee either, but it's not my favorite, no. I have to put like a bunch of like sugar and sweetener in it to enjoy it, and then it's too sugary and too sweet. And so, long story short, I don't like the flavor of it, and it's not worth it to me. I also don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh, don't come after me. Who do you care about in my life? Oh, are you it? Are you the thorny dragon? You are. Okay. But then if I force tame it, it's going to be that Argentavis is still after me. If I force tame it, it's going to be a perfect tame, which is not correct. I didn't force tame it when I tamed it. I could knock it out. I don't know. I got some good sleep. I got so much soap in your eyes. Oh no. Are you still irritated eyes? You still have irritated eyes? Are you okay? Did you fix it? Things are going good now on your lunch. Good. I'm glad things are going good. That's a vibe. I'm sorry that you got so much soap. I'm glad you got good sleep though. That's a vibe. I didn't. I slept for like 4 hours. I don't know why. I just woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep at like 6 o'clock in the morning for no reason. So that's a whole thing. Blasted that water to your open eye. Did good. I'm glad. I got eyebrow hair. I got to pluck or something. I feel something on my forehead. Whole white face. Yeah, I don't know. We were talking about melatonin earlier, but I don't know. My problem is I wouldn't have known that I needed melatonin. Of course, Pumpkin. Of course, always shout out. Everyone here does follow you, but just in case. Do you like the hat? Oh, it's my little purple, my little flippy floppy hat, my little earballs hat. But I'm sad, Pumpkin. I'm sad. When I got off Ark last time, I had tamed that thorny dragon over there. I had tamed it and I had brought it home all the way, and it was good and everything was happy. And then when I got here, when I logged on today, it was here, not tamed, and I'm here where I'm not supposed to be, and my map is all broken. It says that this is the only place I've explored, but clearly I've been over here, and this is where my house is right now, and this is where I'm like kind of living, and it's just not there on my map. I don't know, it just rolled back for no reason. So I'm kind of just debating not playing anymore. And doing something different with my life, because I could use cheats to tame this thing again, to take less time, but then it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. It's just not fun. And then like what happens, I do 5 hours of progress today, and then I come back next time I log on, it's all gone again. You know what I mean? No more sad than me, black screen. Yeah, I know, Carla, it's okay, I'm sorry. It's just one of those days. I think it's one of those times. It's unprecedented times right now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just play a different game. I mean, I could play a different game. I could go into creative mode and do some building. I don't know. You know what I mean? What do I do? I don't know. The only other game I can think about playing right now is Monster Hunter, which I could just play some Monster Hunter, some chill Monster Hunter vibes with everyone. It's a level 150. I mean, come on. I could knock it out again. I could. It would just take so long. My problem is I could knock it out again. It would just take so long to tame up again. It takes like 40 minutes, I think, to tame this thing. I don't want to just hang out here for 40 minutes at the beginning of the stream. You know what I mean? I wanted to make progress. I wanted to do something. I don't know. What are we thinking? What are we What if we change everything? What if we don't do this anymore? What do we think? It's too warm. I need to open my windows again. His hat too warm. I think it's 60 degrees out. No hat then. But I got hat hair though, Carla. I could put on just like a regular hat. I was thinking about, I almost did, but then it was like kind of chilly this morning, and now it's not chilly anymore. But also, what do I video game? What do I, you know what I mean? What do I video game? I'm not playing. I don't want to play this right now. What if we change everything? Pumpkin, you know how many times I've said that in my life? What if I don't want to do this anymore? What if I stop streaming? That's not true. I'm not gonna stop streaming. I got big camera now. I closed the game. I don't care anymore. Valheim hardcore. That doesn't sound fun either, to be completely honest with you. Although I'm decent. I'm finding out that I am actually decent at Valheim. Let's do it just chatting. We could do it just chatting. Honestly, we could. I've never just chatting before. Minecraft? I could Minecraft. What I need to do is get this hat off. I'm too warm. Give me a second. I'm gonna take this hat off. I'm gonna open a couple windows. Get some questions. Yeah, I'll do a Q&A. Get some questions up, and I'll do a Q&A. Let me get my hat. Let me get a hat, different hat, more different, little cooler hat on. Open some windows, and I'll be right back. Okay? And then you get some questions for me, and we'll do that instead. Let me change to just chatting. That's kind of a vibe actually. I've never just chatted before. Vibes. All right, I'm gonna be right. I'm thinking. Okay, good. Yeah, keep thinking. You got your thinking cap on, Carla? Pumpkin, you thinking? You doing some thinkies? Ugh. You know what I've thought about doing as well? That I haven't done before. You know how Hazel, sometime we listen to music together, we do like some music stream, like a music music suggestions. I can't smudge on my glasses. You got your notes up open? Okay, good. Let's go. Get your notes up. Get your questions going. I got burpees. Oh, I got like hiccups or something going on. What's happening? I don't like it. Stop. I'm just making sure all my lurks are open while we're vibing out here. Beep, bop, boop, dop, deedly wop. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because we could listen to we could do like music requests. I could put like up a little YouTube screen. I don't have a scene for, I could make it work though. I could just go with one of the gaming screens. Put a video up, put a YouTube video up. You're more intense than me. Yeah, honestly, Pumpkin goes hard. Pumpkin's got the intensity. I do have a giant smudge on my glasses. That's why I can't see. Pumpkin's got it. You know what I mean? You ever see me without glasses on? That's what I look like. Start requesting Ed Sheeran. I know you will. It's okay though. We'll listen to some heavy metal too, so we'll balance it out. You know what I mean? Ask Hijack, he's sick of it. Is he? I don't think I bet he's not sick of it. I can't see. Is this what you all see when you look with your eyes? My vision's actually not that bad. It's not good. Everything is very blurry, but I've lived with it for so long. I can see. I'm not used to it. You look pretty. Thank you. Oh, Carla, appreciate you. I disagree, but thank you. We don't have to talk about that, or we could. I don't know if that's in your questions, then whatever. But Hijack, Carla's saying that you're sick of talking about Carla talking about Ed Sheeran. Do y'all listen to? Do you Hijack when you play stream? Do you take requests? You take music requests? I've decided that I'm not playing video game for at least for a little while. I didn't think so. I thought Hijack was not sick of it at all. I'm already chilly again. What is happening? It's like it's cold outside. Call my DJ. Heck yeah, let's go. Yeah. Shoot request I play. Hell yeah, let's go. Because I was thinking about doing that too. Maybe I pop up like a little YouTube and we do some we queue up some videos or something like that. Not videos, music specifically. Maybe, but hijack. This is we're doing. We kind of got a little bit of. Oh, Pumpkin's got Pumpkin got 5 questions already. Carla, you got your questions going? Are you questioning? First question: I'm allowed to text fingering. You are allowed to text fingering. Clearly, 5 solid questions. Let's go. That's a vibe. Pumpkin, you are a legend. I was gonna say you go ahead. Does anybody else? You know what? Here, Pumpkin, you ask me first question. And then Carla, you get to ask me the second question. Okay, so Carla, you have to be ready. You have to be ready, Carla. Carla has questions. Okay, Carla has questions. All right. Oh, there's a Togepi. What animal best represents you and why? Cat. It's a cat. I don't have to think of that hard. I'm not very personable, but if I like you real good, and I want to be close to you, but otherwise don't touch me ever. Tell us what you don't want to share. If you ask me a question that I don't want to answer, I'll tell you. Carla. Felt, you know what I mean, Pumpkin? Yeah, I'm a cat. I'm very much a cat. I don't give a fuck unless I do, and then I very much do, you know? And then it's a lot, and then it's too much, maybe. Yeah, I think that's kind of a vibe. Man, everybody's raiding out. I got all my tabs are all weird tabbed. You have cat swipes. Oh, thank you 100%. But like once in a while, you know what I mean? Yeah, a little bit. You could rub my belly sometimes, but I might kill you for it. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. That's a vibe. I want to have a cat again. I miss not having. I used to have. I grew up with cats. I used to have a cat, and then I can't have. No, that's not why I got. I don't have a cat anymore. Separately from not being allowed to have a cat here, which is take your hand clean. That's what I'm saying, man. I thought you were asking me to take my hand off. I was like, I don't want to do that, dog. No, thank you. I see what you mean, though. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Big true. Carla, do you have a question? Do you have your second question? First question? Pumpkin's got 4 more. Hijack, you got any questions for me? Is Hazel still here? Hazel doesn't. There are very few questions I think Hazel could ask that Hazel doesn't already know. Why would I do that? I don't know, dog. I don't look. I'm not you. I don't know. Who's your favorite person in the whole wide world? My girlfriend. That's easy. Next question. I was gonna say I'll expand on that. I think I've talked about this before. I don't like. Oh yeah. How many pickles can you fit in your mouth? Buy me pickles and we'll find out. Also pay me. I don't know. Well, okay, what kind of pickle? Hijack. I'm gonna go back to the favorite person question. Are we talking pickle spears? Are we talking about full pickles? Are we talking about sliced pickles? You know what I mean? What do we do? Like pickle chips? What are we talking about? Fried pickles even? Are they warm? Are they cold? Oh, dill, or what's the other one? Sweet pickle. I hate sweet pickles. Don't put a sweet pickle anywhere near me. Whole pickles. Probably 1, to be completely honest with you. If I don't get to chop it up, probably only 1. And not even the whole thing, kosher. I'm fine with that, just as long as they're not sweet. I want dill pickles. Dill pickles are bust. But talking about my favorite person, I have always been of the mind set to not have heroes. I don't particularly look up to anyone. I look up to who I want to be. I have an idea of who I want to be. I don't have heroes. I am my hero. You know what I mean? Team fuck sweet pickles. Exactly. Yeah. Probably like 2. You think, Carla? Maybe 2. It depends on the size, because sometimes pickles are big. Sometimes pickles are really big. Because they come from cucumbers, right? So it just depends on the size of the cucumber. Slay, I love that mindset. Yeah, like, you know how like people talk about, you know, don't meet your heroes, and then there's like what is that band called with Dave Grohl? Why can't I think of Foo Fighters? They have the "There goes my hero, watch him as he falls." Because you're looking up to people. Everyone is fallible. People are inherently fallible, and you can like 1 or 2 things about a person, and you can try to incorporate that into your life somehow or another. But don't have heroes. Don't liken yourself to other people. Don't try to be someone else. Try to be you successfully and to the best of your ability. And if you want to grow, please do. And if you don't want to grow, you're wrong. But don't have heroes. There's no reason to have heroes. Next question. Yeah. I have some monster. Monster is my hero. It's not true. I'm joking. You know what I mean, though. Hijack, you have said that before. I don't know if you said it on stream though. Captain Jean-Luc Picard. That's Star Trek, right? Is that oh, what is his name? Why can't I think of the actor's name? Bald guy, right? Professor X. What is his name? I should know his name. Gay icon. Can't think of his name. Patrick Stewart, that's the one. Stewart, right? With a T, I think. We are all do different. You just got to be the best you can be. Exactly, Pumpkin. That's correct. And I will say, if you're gonna have a specific person, a specific hero role model, make it be a fictional character, because real people suck. And also be yourself. Mainly be yourself. But you never know. You can't know everything about a person, a real person, especially if you don't know them. Especially if you don't know them. If you know them personally, fine. That I had a hair in my mouth. But I don't know. You just gotta be careful is all. You just gotta be careful. You're allowed to have your. I can't tell you what to do. I just will tell you not to have heroes. But Hijack and I have talked about this. Hijack knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. What? I was gonna make you my hero. No, Carla, it can't be. It can't be. You gotta be your hero. You do it. You. And also don't look up to me. I am not very responsible. I'm okay. I'm not very responsible. I can advise you. You can advise me? I can advise you. You could advise me if you want to. I don't want to listen though. That's another thing. Y'all are watching me on the internet. I got my ears ringing. I can't hear. That's gross. Are you yapping? I'm yapping. Hazel, I'm yapping. I didn't want to play a video game. The video game made me mad and I'm yapping instead. Hazel, we're doing question and answer. I was saying my wife, I was saying that I was asking if you had any questions, but then I was like, I don't know if you have a question that you don't know. But you could ask questions for other people. Hazel and I go way back. Just being Yap with Christie. That's true. Yeah, it's true. I don't know who that is. We're talking about heroes. We're talking about not having heroes. I'm talking about not having heroes. But Carla, you saying that you were gonna, and I know you were kind of being facetious. I think you were kind of being facetious. You said you're gonna make me my hero, your hero, and I'm talking to Hijack about. I'm kind of being facetious. Don't have heroes. Look, I can give you as much advice as I want, and I can yap as much as I want, but it is up to you to listen or to not listen. And to take or to not take the advice of anybody, not just me, of anybody on the internet. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't change yourself for anybody else. Don't immediately adopt somebody else's philosophies. And that's what I'm saying about not being a hero. You can look up to somebody, but like, don't, you know what I mean? Don't change yourself to be or for anybody else. I'm not angry. It's the only emote I have that shakes. I don't have any shaking emotes either. I should have some shaking emotes. The only really heroes in my mind are doctors and therapists. That's a vibe. Yeah, that's a vibe. And that's kind of my thing, is like, I want to do good for people. I want to give back to people. I'm not in a position where I can right now, but you know, when I am, I've done it before and I'll do it again. I don't know, I think firefighter is pretty close to hero. Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah, people that, public servants, I think is what they're called. Is that what they're called? Especially because doctors, nurses, and therapists all get paid. Firefighters get paid, but a lot of firefighters are volunteer as well, which is even crazier. How I see these, I'm my own hero. Yes, but every time I meet someone, I try to analyze them without looking up to them. I realize how maybe some of the things they're doing I can apply them in my life, because I try to take every positive thing from every person and consider it. Exactly. That's it. Carla, that is it right there. Matic with the nerd. It's true though. It's true. Nerd, but for emotional stability. Maddox got it, man. Maddox got that nerd on lock. He didn't answer my other question. Oh no, Pumpkin, which one? What happened? And then we just want to. That's true. I gotta scroll. I gotta do some scrolling. One is silly. How many backflips have you done in your lifetime? Successful backflips? I was practicing backflips for a while. I used to do parkour, long time ago. And I was pretty good at it too. I'm pretty sure I broke my ankle doing parkour one time, which is a vibe. Full flip, at least 7, most of the trampoline in the pool. Okay, are we talking about trampoline or are we talking about from flat? Because from flat, I have successfully like 2 or 3 backflips on flat from like flat ground, no spring floor, anything. I was practicing backflips for a while because I wanted to do wall flips. I wanted to be able to run off the wall and do a backflip, and I got close, but then I almost broke my neck and I got scared and I never did it again. Yeah, on hard ground we'll say I've done one successful backflip on hard flat ground. If we're talking about trampolines and springboards and stuff like that, I couldn't count. I've done so many backflips. I used to be, when I first tried to learn backflips on a trampoline, I kept doing 180 backflips, which is arguably cooler, but it's also easier. Never tried to do it. I'm scared. It's scary, Pumpkin. But if you go to the right place, if you go to like a gymnast, like a gym, what would you call it? Like a gymnast place, like a gym for gymnasts. You know what I mean? And you have someone like teach you and practice you and be with you when you do it. It's a vibe. It's actually a lot easier than you think it is. Your body naturally, like the way that you backflip, the way that you're supposed to backflip, where you like extend your arms up and then tuck really hard, with your knees into your chest. Backflips are actually significantly easier to do than front flips. But front flips are less scary because when you backflip, you can't see where you're going. So in your head, it seems scarier, but backflips are actually easier than front flips. How many gym memberships have you not used? 4? I want to say 4. And I've used them. I have used the gym membership, but not to its extent, not to the fullest extent. I've either canceled them or let them lapse. Like four different gym memberships. Back when I had a pool in LA, I would always do flips in the pool. Front flips or back flips? Hijack. I'm scared when my feet don't touch the ground. Kind of like a height thing. Oh, you were talking about that. Yeah, having a scared of height, having afraid of heights a little bit. Need to feel the ground to feel safe. I don't blame you. My mom is equally, Hazel, my mom is equally easy backwards and forwards. And not easy, but equally easy backwards and forwards, I think. Yeah, Carla, it's not bad because I'm afraid of spending money, especially on like memberships and subscriptions and stuff like that. So it's not that I've used a bunch of them, it's that I've not like bought many. It's the 4 that I've ever had that have all lapsed or gone away. I'm 0 for 0 on keeping one, you know what I mean, or on using it to its full extent. I like doing your mom jokes because I know what you love you, and yet you do them, and here we are. So my mom is lovely though, it's true. I do because fuck it. And you know what, yeah, hell yeah, I love a good fuck it attitude. I'm here for that. When are you coming to Florida? I have 2 friends in Florida. I don't have any plans to come to Florida, but I've been before and I didn't hate it, which is saying something. I went to Florida for Pride back in October, and it was a vibe. I think it was like Orlando
Ace of
Pride.
Mugs _
Jex.
Jex just used their daily
Oh,
eye
Jex,
drops.
how you doing?
Keep them eyes moist, y'all.
Jex, we're doing a question answer. We're doing Q&A right now. I don't know for how long, but we're doing Q&A. Be careful, Pumpkin's from Florida. Oh no, Florida's where our friendship's gonna die. Oh no, Pumpkin. You mentioned Pride in here in Korea. Hell yeah, yep. I said Pride. I said the word Pride, and Jex was like, "Hello." Pumpkin, I believe you. Honestly, I believe you. Yeah, Carla, I didn't know that either about. No, maybe I think I might have known that about Pumpkin, but I forgot. Yeah, Carla's in Florida. Carla, you don't gotta say, and I hesitant to ask what part of Florida you're from or you're in. You don't have to answer that question. But yeah, I went to Orlando for Pride in October, and it was a vibe. Orlando, okay, yeah, hell yeah. Orlando, I believe, is the most liberal out of all of the places in Florida. Is that correct? I don't know that for sure, but Pride went pretty hard, and there was like a decent handful of like gay clubs and stuff like that. Fun fact, I hate clubbing. I've been once and I didn't like it. Everyone I know that goes on a trip to Florida, but like to Miami, their friendships never come back the same. Interesting. Because swamp changes people. That's true. It's the Bayou. The Bayou does it. Miami sucks. That sounds right. I think that I would also not like Miami. So fucking stressful. Yeah. Out of Florida science trip to snorkel manatees. That's kind of a vibe. How was that? Was it fun and go well? Time? No balls. Which one is the one that has Disney? Where is Disney? And also, is it Disneyland or Disney World that's in Florida? I'll never know, and I don't care actually, but I'm interested. I care a little bit. It was incredible. 12 out of 10. Hell yeah. That's not it. Honestly, it sounds fun. And here's the thing: I know that Florida has incredible weather. Florida has incredible water, clear water, warm water. It's a vibe. Orlando. Okay, Florida is a vibe. It's just not my vibe. You know what I mean? The Bayou goes crazy, which I think really the Bayou. When I say the Bayou, I think I'm thinking of New Orleans, which I really want to go visit New Orleans. But like in the land is Anaheim, world is Orlando. I'll never remember that, but thank you for telling me, Hijack. Look, you bot. What? Who's bot? No, look, he's telling you. He's letting you know gently. They. I don't know if he's a he. Girls trip. Honestly though, if I were to go back to Florida, I would want it to be a girls trip like that. That would be a vibe. Just remember the biggest one is Orlando. I also won't remember that. I've never been to either of them and I don't plan to. Not because for a multitude of reasons. No, you know what? I did know that one of them was in Orlando because I remember what is his name? The governor of, I don't want to talk about politics particularly right now. What is his name? I don't care about his name either. The guy that runs Florida that's like trying to run it into the ground, burning books and shit like that. I remember Disney like fighting back against him and he was like, I'm gonna buy, yeah, DeSantis, he's like, I'm gonna buy Disney because I can't, because you can't, I hate you and you suck. And Disney was like, the fuck you are. And then he didn't. Yeah, we don't have to talk about it, but I do remember that being a thing. So I think I did I did know, I just didn't remember that it was in Orlando, because I remember Orlando, they banned because no, they didn't ban something. There was like a bridge that was like lit up with rainbow colors, and then the city was like, nah, we can't do that. And then a bunch of people came in and were like, use flashlights instead, and fuck you, and I can do a rainbow light bridge. That was vibe. You've met him? Did you punch him? You can't do that, you get in trouble. Does he smell bad? I bet he smells bad. I bet he puts on too much cologne to like mask it, you know what I mean? He's got the Bayou. He's got that Bayou in him. I bet that's how that goes. But like I said, we don't have to talk about politics. If anybody else has another question for me, feel free. Hazel, you might know punching someone would be a... Is that a gay salt shaker? I love that. All of Miami puts on too much, I believe that. Is that a gay salt shaker? Why can't I hover over that? Can I hover over it in here? I think it is a gay salt shaker. That's a vibe. If you could pick up any instrument and just know how to play it, what instrument would it be? Cello. It would be cello. My 3 favorite instruments to listen to, especially together, but by themselves as well, are acoustic guitar, piano, and cello. Especially together, but separately as well. I could learn how to play piano. I've messed around with piano a little bit. I could probably learn how to play guitar. I'm better at bass because it's simpler. But cello is just in a completely different wheelhouse for me. So out of the 3 of them, I would pick cello. I didn't know we were going to jail. Yeah, I don't blame you. Honestly, I don't blame you. Koto. What's Koto? I'm gonna Google it. I'll Google it. I'm not playing a video game right now, so I could Google a Koto instrument. Is it like a stringed? Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are sick. Yeah. Those go hard. A Japanese plucked half tube zither instrument. What is it? Shit, is a zither instrument? That's a vibe though. I like that. Favorite type of pizza? It depends on my mood. I typically go for a barbecue chicken pizza with onions on it. So instead of tomato sauce, you put barbecue sauce, and then you put grilled chicken and onions on it, and it's a vibe. Piano all the way. Hell yeah. Yeah, y'all, feel free to answer these questions. Feel free not to as well, but feel free to answer these questions. Also, you guys. Learning instrument should be with theremin. Hijack, you could learn a theremin instrument instantly. Theremin is one of those instruments, I believe, that has a super easy entry, but then a steep learning curve. Whereas instruments like the koto and piano's pretty easy to get in, and it's got a pretty steep learning curve. Same with like drums are really easy to get into, but they have a steep learning curve. But then other instruments like guitar with the fingering, you heard me, and and like the placement and stuff like that, they're harder to get into. And then they also, I mean, I think every instrument probably has a steep learning curve. Favorite pizza: prosciutto, arugula, and Parmesan cheese. Prosciutto goes so hard. Prosciutto's stupid. Prosciutto goes so hard. I love a good prosciutto. Would you call that? No. I was gonna say margherita. Sicilian? What is a Sicilian pizza? They have a lot of these pizzas have names and I didn't know that. Sicilian pizza. Tenor sax. Dog sax would go so hard. My tiny little asthma lungs, my tiny little bitch baby lungs could never. But saxophone goes so hard. I played tons of brass and string instruments, but reed instruments are too challenging for my face parts, especially. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a blowy instrument. I couldn't do a wind instrument, I don't think. I would love to. I love horns. Bro, I think I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it on stream or not. I love horns in music. Give me brass in my ass. If we're listening to music, I need ass. I need brass. I'll take ass too, but I need trumpets. I need horns. Oh, they go so hard. No matter what. Saxophones, ooh, so good. I'm talking with my hands a lot because I'm not fingering my keyboard. Sicilian. Oh, Sicilian is just like thick. Okay, I don't know. I was thinking margherita pizza, but that's not. What is a margherita pizza? Margherita pizza. Ass, brass, sass. I need ass. Yeah, exactly. I played all the brass at French horn. My main is trombone. Hijack is a trumpet player? Question mark. Was hijack brasses. Hijack's got ass. Have you seen drum and bugle corps? Yes, I have. It goes crazy. It's so good. I wish that I'm a drummer. Kind of. I haven't picked up a drum set. I've picked up this. I have a drum set right here. I've picked it up many times, but I haven't played it in like 6 years, maybe. But I'm a drummer at heart. I drummed in kind of middle school, but all throughout high school I was drumming. Jester, pretty much 80% of what you said in the last 6 minutes is that's what she said. I try really hard to walk that line, Jester, because I think it's funny, and it's the kind of humor that I enjoy. Hijack is amazing. That's true. Trumpet and bugle for 9 years. 9 years. Hey yo, I wonder how long I played drums for. I wish I remember what. I think I got my drum set in like 6th or 7th grade, but I didn't start until 8th grade, which would have been 2008, 2009. How long has it been since then? It's been almost 15 years since I started playing drums, but again, I haven't played in like 6 years. So we'll say like 9 years. We'll say like, yeah, in 9 or 10 years I played drums. What artist song best represents you? I need to ask too. Thank you, Hazel. Appreciate that. That's a good clip. Do that notes app. Yeah, you're notesing, brother. You're notesing. What's artist song best represents you, or do you feel deeply connected to? Oh, you know what? Emergence by Sleep Token. Shall we listen? Does anybody want to cry right now? Emergence by Sleep Token. Currently. That will change significantly over time and in short periods of time, maybe. Pumpkin, you listen to Sleep Token? Are you one of my Sleep Token girlies? I know Cassie listens to Sleep Token. Sleep Token's a slay. Hell yeah, it is. Nice catch, Carla. Well done. Margherita pizza is Neapolitan fresh. Tell me what's in it. I'm like Googling stuff from 30 minutes ago. Seasoning with tomatoes, mozzarella, and basil leaves. I like mozzarella pizza. That's not what you're talking. Mozzarella, margherita. Same answer changes like every 2 days. That's the thing, yeah. But if I had to like talk about like an overarching, like lyrically, and the song is great too, but lyrically, I'm talking about Emergence by. I love a good saxophone too and clarinet. Dog, clarinet goes hard. Yeah, any of the fluty, well, reed instruments, right? That's what we're talking about. Reed instruments go hard. I'm here for that. Oboe, you like a good oboe? I knew a kid who played oboe back in high school. Yeah, I want to look up the lyrics to that song. I'm gonna cry on stream. I'm not. Emergence Sleep Token lyrics. Let a lady in first chair for clarinet beat the shit out of me with it. Let a lady in first chair for clarinet be I'm her chair. I'm just gonna read these lyrics real quick because I know some of the lyrics. I don't know all the lyrics to that song. I don't look up lyrics to songs. I hear what I hear and then I either don't or I do listen or like look them up or I'm interested in them. First chair like an orchestra. I know. First chair like my face though. A lady always needs a seat. That's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. Favorite subject in high school? Science. You feel the lyrics. Exactly, yeah, exactly. Because what I feel, a lot of the music that I like, the reason that I like the music that I like is not for the words. Sometimes it's for the words, specifically, but usually it's for the sound, it's for the vibe, it's for the feel, it's for the atmosphere. I listen to music a lot more deeply than anybody else that I've ever met. You know what I mean? I'll fear her lyrics if you know what I mean. I know what you mean. I listen to music a lot more deeply and a lot more intricately than a lot of people that I know, than anybody that I know, actually. Because I've tried to explain this to a lot of different people, and some people like kind of get it, some people don't get it at all, and some people say that they get it, but then I like try to explain something and they don't get it. You know what I mean? You get the goosebumps. Yeah, I cry. I've cried listening to a guitar solo, instrumental, and no words whatsoever. I've cried. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just feel it on a different level. You know what I mean? But this song, Emergence by Sleep Token, I'm like kind of back and forth on reading it. Dude, I do for you. Pumpkin, we gotta talk about music more often. When you say you actually got 4 hours of sleep, are you intending to get no sleep at all? No, I was intending to get more sleep, actually. Contrary to my norm, I set my alarm for 9 and I woke up at 6 and couldn't go back to sleep, which is kind of crazy. I went to sleep at like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I went to sleep at like 2 a.m. and I woke up at 6 for no reason. I'm too sensitive. I wish I was more sensitive. I wish I was more sensitive. Genetics thing like tasting soap with cilantro. Do you want to cry? I would love to. Listen to Down by Jason Walker. Sorry to feel goosebumps in music. Interesting. That's interesting. I'll listen to Down by Jason Walker. Are we doing that right now? Should we do some YouTubing? Let me can I open up like an incognito? Well, let me just look at my I don't want anything to be, I don't want to dox myself, you know what I mean? Let me open up like an incognito tab somewhere. Can I open up an incognito
_Hazel doesn't want to look at my face for a while.
Wait,
Cozy.
but we're talking. That's okay. You're allowed to do that. New private window. I can do that in Opera. Hell yeah. I require cozy bird time. You know what? I do too. Thank you. I appreciate you. Honestly. As long as it's simply grabbing tissues if you're playing it. I'll probably do it. I'll do it. Let me pop over to YouTube. I love a good instrumental, but the melody of the voices gets me too. Not necessarily the words, but the power, emotion, and tone of the voice. Yes. Pumpkin, me too. Big time, me too. Yes. I get hiccups. I very much feel that. Yeah. That is very much a lot like how I listen to music. I'm going to do something, I think. Because I kind of do want to listen to that song. I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. I have 4 minutes of my lunch left. No, Pumpkin, you gotta ask more questions. Ask some more questions. Let me window capture. I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's not in the right place. Hold on, give me a second. Like that. What's your most precious memory? I'm gonna snooze ads real quick. My most precious memory. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can't see me. I got my hands on my cheeks. I don't know, dog. If we're trauma dumping, which we're not, but if we are, nostalgia to me doesn't taste good. Nostalgia makes me uncomfortable and sad usually. I don't have very memories. Depression will do that for you. I forget a lot of things. I have forgotten a lot of things. I don't forget. I have good memory, but I have forgotten a lot of things over my life. And I literally can't. I don't know how to answer that question, Carla. I'm gonna keep thinking about it. But I actually don't know how to answer that question 100%. What are we listening to? Down by Jason Walker. You have homework then? I do, yeah. I'll try. I will try. Let me but listen, you still got no balls? Pumpkin still no balls? Oh look, I'm back. What up? What do I do? Oh, I need to there goes my ear ball ringing. I don't know why my ears are ringing like that. Like crazy. Oh, you know what I need to do? I wasn't thinking. I need to change this. I need properties. I need to capture the audio for this. And then why did that reset that? Hello? Why did it go away now? What is happening? Why can't I see the thing anymore? Hello? I was running an RPG, D&D or something. If I was running an RPG or D&D, what kind of character do you want to play? Okay, okay, Pumpkin, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. I don't know why I can't see the opera window. In D&D before, I have typically played a druid. I would say, because it really just depends on the vibes. I can't get the opera thing to work. Hello? Maybe I delete it and remake it. Yeah, I would say something, probably a druid. Probably a druid. Is a window maximized? Sometimes OBS can't see full screen of minimized windows. It is maximized, but I tried to. What is it when you don't minimize it, but you unmaximize it? I tried to do that and then maximize it again. I'm just gonna make it again. Opera, and then we. Or is it because now it's not there anymore at all? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's because it went to a different. I know what it is. I know what it is. Match same executable. That's what happened. It's because the name of the thing changed. What is an absolute relationship deal breaker for you? Bigotry. But that's just in general, I think. Druids, I love shapeshifters. Yeah, shapeshifters go hard. And I think you and I like them for similar reasons. And I probably should have learned some things about my life sooner, having known that. But we'll talk about that another time. Are we listening? I'm gonna go back. I might listen to this song later. I'm gonna keep it up. I might listen to that song later. I can't think right now. What is a relationship deal breaker? Yeah, there's a lot, honestly. I mean, it has to be. I'm not a very I'm an introvert. So like I don't like you. I gotta really vibe with you, even if I'm gonna ever like even hang out with you. You know what I mean? Let alone like be in a relationship with you. You gotta have good humor. You've gotta yeah, you're saying deal breakers. You've got to have good communication. You're saying deal breakers. I'm saying the opposite of that. I'm saying what you need to have. It's easier for me to say what you need to have in a relationship than it is for me to say what is a deal breaker, because a lot of things are there's a lot of nuance in interpersonal relationships, which is something that I think a lot of people don't really pay a whole lot of attention to, or maybe not enough attention to. We got ads in 1 minute. I don't know what to do during ads. Because I'm not playing a video game and I'm just talking. Like the talking is important now. What do people do when they're just chatting and it's ad time? Agua?
The Legend of Carla wants you to drink some water.
Yeah, I don't know what to do during that. I'll do an agua in the stretch. Sometimes I go to BRB screen. That's a vibe.
The Legend of Carla wants you to stand up and stretch.
Drop game if you had it. Oh, true. Drop game like Hazel does, yeah. Does Hazel go to a BRB screen also during ads? We got 18 seconds. I'll do it. I'll go to a BRB screen real quick. Let me... can't think. I'm gonna go to a rescreen for the ads real quick. It's just a little 3-minute, quickie little 3-minute eat. I don't have any food right now, but maybe. I did eat though. I did eat before previously. Bathroom break water. Yeah. Well, I'll be back after ads. Give us a second. I'll give you your stretch after ads too, Carla. I remember. I promise. I'll be back. Is everyone back? Hello. Carly, you did win. It's completely random, but you did. You worked so hard. You tried so hard. You got so far, and in the end, it did matter. Linkin Park. I just shake my whole camera screen. My bad. I was dragging myself in under the desk chair. What were we doing? Oh, I owe Carla's stretch. I forgot about that. I did kind of stretch a little bit, but I didn't do like a full stretch out of my chair. I mean, I got out of my chair, but I didn't do a full stretch. You know what I mean? Let me give Carla redeem a stretch, a little stretchy hole. What on earth were we talking about? Druids, shapeshifters, window maximized. Oh, I could play this Jason Walker song. Let me get up and stretch. If anybody's got anything to contribute, let me know. I'm gonna stretch real quick though. It's already getting chilly, brother. It's chilly. It's like 60 degrees here. Not to brag to the rest of the US. Well, I'm gonna talk about that, Carla. That's actually a good question. I'm gonna talk about it. Let me stretch. Let me give Carla a little stretchy redeemy poo. Hold on. Ooh. I wish you guys. I don't know if you can hear my back pop. It's good. It's a good time. It's 90. Yeah. Rapid was Rapid here earlier? I don't remember. Rapid is telling me it's hot in the UK still too. It's in like the 80s in the UK. So fears. As far as fear goes, we can talk about the drama shining Subnautica too. Maybe. I don't know enough about it though, Hijack. House is 75 with the AC. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I typically because of the chilly here, because it's just chilly in San Francisco all the time, I usually keep it at like a 72. If it's hot out, I keep it in like the upper 60s, usually 68 depending. If it's like really hot out, I'll keep it 65 in the house, but it really just depends on the temperature of the outside. As far as fears go, I was an edgy kid. I think everybody here knows that I was an edgelord. I always said that I didn't have any fears. And I still kind of stand by that a little bit, but it's hard to say. So like I can be startled, but I'm rarely afraid. I kind of just take things as they come and then just deal with, I don't know, I just deal with it. But one of the things that I've always been afraid of is being alone. And yes, in a way, yes. What's funny is that here we were talking about mental health and emotions and stuff like that again. Not that I don't want to, but it's kind of seems to be a thing these days. Or in general, I don't know. I've got mental health, don't I? Yeah, mental health friendly in my tags. This is a place that I want to be. I want this place to be a place that we can talk about this kind of stuff. As much as I'm afraid of being alone, I've tended in my life in the past and sometimes in the present to push people away. I don't know. I can't like, I have two modes. I have either overshare or undershare. I haven't figured out the comfortable middle ground yet. So it's funny that so yes, I have been very alone. I've been very lonely. Usually it's my fault. So, and I would say like out of everything, I don't really have any fears. I'm not afraid of most things. But loneliness is one of them, and I have been very lonely for decent periods of time. Yeah, kids in the pool living their best life. Let's go. That sounds like a whole vibe. Crafton owns of devs of Subnautica. You are spelling that wrong. I think you know. Maybe you don't know. There's no G in that or H. There's no GH. Flies. In their contract, they're going to pay the devs $250 million. We get Subnautica 2 out in 2025. Devs are on track. Crafton forced the devs to delay so they don't have to pay the $250. Oh, that sucks. They went as far as to fire 3 of the game directors. I did know about the lawsuit. And I knew about the there's like a not a boycott. What would you call it when not a boycott, but I knew that there was like, you know, people are mad about it, and I'm here for it. I don't cross the picket line anyway, and I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, that really sucks. That really sucks. What about you, Carly? You got any fears? You don't got to talk about them. But have you ever had one of your fears go? Are you afraid of anything? Are you afraid? Did I finish that train of thought? I think I finished that train of thought. My phone's bad, full of battery. Unplug my phone. So that kid, my biggest fear. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Your biggest fear is that something can happen to them. Yeah, my biggest fear is the same. Loneliness. Yeah, I feel you. It's one of those things, man. As human beings, we are social creatures, you know. So it would make sense. There's a Whimsicott in the chat. Although y'all are just paying attention to chat, there's not like a video game to pay attention to anymore. Normally I say what's in chat because I think you're not paying attention to what you are now. Also super lonely that Twitch. I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. Yeah, same. I have my girlfriend, but like I said, I've said it before, we're both very busy right now. We're both kind of focusing on ourselves currently. And yeah, otherwise I literally have nobody to talk to here in this state except for Twitch people, which are online. I don't have a biggest fear. I have generalized anxiety. Yeah. Jex, that's actually a really good way to put it. Yeah. Never in my life I experienced anxiety and have it since I had kids. Lucky that you haven't. Look at my. Why am I dropping frames right now? There's nothing happening. Oh yes, why? Yeah, it's funny that you both spoke of anxiety at the same time together. Consider yourself lucky, Carla, but also I don't blame you for feeling anxiety now. But yeah, I've always had general anxiety. That's true. I didn't know that. I didn't even know anxiety was a thing back in like high school when I really suffered from depression, anxiety. I knew I had depression, but I didn't really know about the anxiety part of it. But yeah, I've always kind of suffered from that kind of thing as well. God, why drop frames? I'm not even playing a game. I'm not encoding anything. What am I what do you want from me, OBS? That's the thing though, too, Hijack, what Carla said. Internet friends are still friends, and it is still community, and it is still important, and it still counts, I think. So yeah. I'm gonna try to get the thing working again. Silence makes me nervous. Oh, here we go. This is another question. Not to put it on you guys to talk, but I don't know what to talk about sometimes. What's the most important lesson you took from a past relationship? Communication. Every relationship that I've ever been in has. That's not true. I've had relationships. I've split from relationships amicably before. Both realizing that we weren't right for each other. And in fact, those relationships, as well as the failed ones, I have learned communication is key. Communication is very important. In a relationship, not everyone fits, not everyone melds together, everyone changes. And that's the best part about humanity is change. That's the best part about anything is change. And sometimes you grow apart, and that's okay. The important thing is that you communicate what you want from each other, and what you're getting, and whether you're getting enough or if there's too much of something. And sometimes you find out that you're just not right for each other, and that's okay. I forgot about the Pokemon because I was trying to make my anxiety diagnose sparkle appropriately. It sparkled very appropriately, but yeah, you did miss a Pokemon. Unfortunately, no, the anxiety got you to miss a Pokemon. Oh no. But yeah, but that's the thing. So both my successful and my failed relationships have been due to communication, and that doesn't mean that I'm good at it, but it means that it's something that I know that I need to be good at. It's something that I know that I look for in a relationship, and something that I know that I need to grow within myself. Something I need to nurture my communication ability. Yeah, because I'm definitely not good at it. I'm not good at communication. I'm 30 years old and I'm not good at it. I shy away from confrontation. So speaking of fears, I have a fear of disappointing people, which I think ties into being lonely. I think it's kind of one and the same. I feel like I'm going to disappoint people, and so then that will then be alone. But so yeah, so I guess I wouldn't say I'm afraid of confrontation, because I'm not. I'll confront you if I think that you're, but the more, what I'm afraid of is disappointing someone or changing somebody's opinion of me in a negative way. So and because of that, I'm not very good at communication, but I know that it's something that I need to work on, and it's something that I am kind of working on. You know what I mean? Morgan's here.
Well,
Uh-oh, here we go.
what a glittering assemblage.
Morgan, I was playing a game, and then I decided I didn't want to play a game anymore, and Pumpkin and Carla convinced me to do a Q&A. So I'm just chatting. I'm doing it just chatting. A little Q&A situation. And also, Morgan, not that I think that you will, but the rules are, if you ask me a question that I don't want to answer, I'm not going to answer it, and I'll tell you. Because Carla asked, what do you not want to share? And I said, I'll tell you, and just ask the questions. Just ask questions. But also, Morgan and I go way back, so Morgan may not have any questions for me. Get your eyes up. Let's go.
_Morgan just use their daily eye drops.
My
Keep them eyes moist, y'all.
happiest moment, Carla, but my least happy moment is why I drop so many FPSs when I'm just chatting on a camera screen. Happiest moment, man. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I'm going deep. I know, no kidding. Is it telling that I can't think of one? No, it's the same as because you asked a similar question, different but similar, before, that I wasn't able to answer. What did you ask specifically? What one of your best favorite memories did you say? Precious memory, yeah. They're similar questions. Man. Oh, Hazel's back. We're asking, Carla's asking the same question but in a different wording to try to get me to tell her when's my happiest. Okay, look, Carla, I can actually answer this question. As much as I enjoy the past, I don't enjoy here. I live in the past too much, and I know that. This is something that's actually, this is a character flaw of mine. This is one thing, something that happened this year, not in your life in general. Right. So I'm getting there. I live in the past too much. It's a character flaw of mine. I think back and not present enough. And so I will say that I'm not in the best situation of my life currently right now, but I am the happiest right now, not because I'm doing really well or because I was doing very poorly before, but because this is what I have. It's all I've got. Right now is the only time that I have, and so I'm happy here. I'm, like I said, I'm not happy. I'm not in a great position. I'm not in a great situation. But are you not giving me any more today? I didn't want Hazel. I got mad. The game made me angry, and I don't want to play anymore. So, Pumpkin and Carla convinced me to do a Q&A, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing some chatting. I may play a game later. I don't know. I'm not sure. Why are you trying to play a video game? Are you off work? But I don't know. Maybe I thought about it. Maybe I'll fire up a game later. I'm not sure. But I'm kind of just chatting right now. I'm kind of just yapping. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, maybe sounds good. But yeah, you know what I mean, Carla, though? So like, I'm not in a great situation, and I wouldn't say that I've been happier. I have been happier than I am right now, but I'm choosing to decide that right now is my happiest moment, because I can't have before now. Currently, right now, I can't have what once was, and so I can't have it. It's intangible. I can't have that. I have now, and so now, you know what I mean? So now has to be the happiest point. In like an hour and a half. Okay. Well, yeah, let me know and I'll let you know, and see if I'm still live and if my chair will stop reclining on me automatically. Stupid. Because I'm also thinking about doing, I'm like, because sometimes I don't know, believe it or not, sometimes I don't know what to talk about, and I'm thinking about maybe doing like music or something like that, a little music request situation, but I'm not sure. Like a hiccup still. Something like that, though. I'm not sure. Because I have also thought about just like firing up like a mind-numbing. I think it's holding me back. What is holding me back is mental health. I need therapy and I might need medication. My depression is, and it may be something else, I don't know. Because Hijack has suggested that it's possible that I have sleep apnea, and it's not the first time that I've heard that. I was talking to a psychiatrist a couple of years ago, and he suggested that I might have sleep apnea, and I thought that he was wrong. But what is holding me back is, I believe, OBS is currently holding me back, drop frames. I believe what is happening is my depression is stopping me from being motivated like a normal person. I would believe you have sleep apnea. I would too, honestly. Hazel, at this point, I also would believe that I might have some form of sleep apnea. I think it's probably true. My sleep schedule is so stupid and so broken. I'm starting to believe it. Something is attacking my motivation. I don't have the motivation to get up, to go to work, to do anything. Like I just got health insurance, kind of. I just got Medi-Cal, which is Medicare for California, like a week ago, and I haven't looked into. I know that I need therapy, and I know that I need possibly medication, and I have insurance, but I haven't. It's been like a week, and I haven't looked up like what kind of coverage actually that I have and what options I have at my disposal. Something is stopping me from being motivated enough to do things with my life, and that whatever that is what's holding me back. Do you believe everyone has a calling? Yes. I don't think that's debatable, Morgan. I don't think that's an opinion thing. Do you believe everyone has a calling? I don't think that's debatable. I think that's it's factually correct. Everyone has something. Because, well, I guess, what do you mean? What do you mean? Bats?
What the fuck?
Hello.
You're back.
I'm back
Oh
from
my
the
goodness.
dead. Kinda. Sorry to hear you're not feeling well.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes it be like that. I'm glad you're back. Thank you for being here. I was going to ask you about you, and I hope you're well, but I didn't because I didn't want to overstep. I hope you're well also. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're doing a little chatty, a little yappy. If you got some questions that you want me to answer, I'm doing a little Q&A. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Appreciate you very bigly. I want to go back to Morgan quick. I see questions. I'm gonna talk about them. Morgan, do you mean destiny? Like one person, like everybody has specifically that one person, like I have specifically one thing that I'm supposed to do? Or do you mean, because in that way, no. I think, well, yes and no. I think everyone's calling, you specifically, I'm talking to you, not Morgan, but Morgan, you, I'm talking to you. You, whoever I'm pointing at right now, your calling is to be the best that you can be. The best person for yourself first and for others second. Your calling is to be the best you that you can be. And in that way, yes, I believe everyone has a calling. I don't think that everyone, and that's not debatable. That's fact. That's not an opinion. That's just true. That's objectively true. But I don't think that any one person is supposed to do any one specific thing, if that helps. What's next? Yeah, Hazel, I didn't see that. What Hazel is saying is correct. That's correct. You and I are saying the same thing, Hazel. Do you believe in ghosts? Hold on, what's Hazel saying? I think that the, like, what do you do with your life calling develops as you grow. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it changes. You can't, it's never going to be one thing. Yeah, it absolutely changes. But yes, because the converse of that, saying that somebody doesn't have a calling is, what's the point? You know what I mean? That means that they're not worth that would, if I said that someone doesn't have a calling, it would be akin to, and maybe not the same thing, but it would be similar to me saying that they don't have worth in the world. You know what I mean? Do I believe in ghosts? I don't have any proof that they do or don't exist. If I was given proof that they do exist, I would believe in them. But until I get that proof, I am undecided. Same with aliens. I think that it's very possible. It's in fact likely that there are aliens, but I don't know that, and so I won't say that. You know what I mean? I believe things when I experience them, essentially. Or when somebody else... That's hard, because I do believe people when they say that they experience something. But ghosts are... There's a lot of nuance there, and I don't want to discredit anyone's experiences. But there's a lot of nuance there. There's a lot of people making something out of something else. Thank you for the alert, Jex. Appreciate you. There's a lot of people making something out of something that isn't there, in order to like help them. And for that, that's good, and you're allowed to do that as long as you're not hurting anybody else. I don't give a shit what you think. But yeah, ghosts are a little bit of a nuanced situation, I think. I personally, yeah, it's hard because I don't want to discredit anybody's experiences, but I have not experienced a situation that makes me believe in ghosts. Personally. That's a weird one. I don't know why it's such a weird one. Morgan said, what title would you give this chapter in your life? Growth. But I don't know. I don't like the chapter. I don't like the chapter because my whole life is growth. You know what I mean? I couldn't call this rock bottom because I've been lower. And I don't know if there's a such thing as there is a such thing as rock bottom. I know. I've been there. I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't think it's not helpful. It's not helpful for me to chapter or to name my chapters. I don't think it is a chapter. I think I just am where I am currently, and I will be somewhere else later, and I've been somewhere else before. You know what I mean? When was the last time you cried and why? I don't cry very much. I was born and raised in a very toxic masculinity family, and showing emotion, as you may or may not know, is not very masculine. And so I was also bullied a lot as a kid, and I did cry a lot.
Tom Bonds just used their daily eye drops. Keep them eyes moist, y'all.
Nice catch, Jax. Well done. I also maybe I should have caught that. Oh well. So showing emotion is not very masculine. I'm speaking from a different situation. I believe that showing emotion is very masculine. But
that's where trench coats just use their daily eye drops. Keep them
situation,
eyes moist, y'all.
The environment, the culture that I was raised in would say that showing emotion is not very masculine. And I agree with you, Carla. I agree with you. But what I'm saying is I was bullied a lot as a kid. I cried a lot as a kid, and I decided in like elementary school, maybe middle school at the latest, that I wouldn't cry anymore. And so I stopped, and then I haven't been able to cry since. My tear ducts do not work. I've teared up. I've had a knot in my throat, but nothing ever happened. Like I want to cry and it doesn't happen. So I literally could not tell you when's the last time I cried. Hispanic culture is almost the same. Yeah, very much Hispanic culture. Southern American culture is very much like that, and that's kind of more the culture that I was raised in. Emotions are for girls. Exactly. Yeah, you have to be macho. Yeah, machismo. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's lame. I think it's very lame. I think everyone should have emotions. I think emotions are important. I also don't think that there is a such thing as a negative emotion. All emotions are there for a reason. We are evolutionary beings. We have evolved from something into something. And that is to say that everything that we experience is for a reason. Such things as fear and anxiety are there in order to keep you safe. There are irregularities in certain people, and you may need medication to fix that, but those emotions are there for a reason. Anger is there on purpose in order to protect you. Similarly, though, there is too much anger, but all emotions are good in just my stupid frames. What are 9 frames per 7 frames? What am I encoding? There's nothing happening on my computer. I think the same. There are unpleasant emotions, but none are negative inherently. Yeah, the negativity usually comes from the emotion being too much, or you acting on it improperly. All emotions are positive emotions. What's been the best compliment a stranger's ever given you? The only Wait. A stranger. The only compliment I'm pretty sure that a stranger has ever given me has been about my eyes. I've only ever been complimented on my eyes from a stranger, ever. Here's something interesting, similar to masculine culture, toxic masculinity. Men in general, and I'm not going to lie. You don't know that. Do you know that for a fact? I'm pretty sure that's true. Oh, one time at Pride, somebody complimented my boots. Was going to start a stranger complimented both your hair and tattoos. You might be right. You might be right. I mean, I'm not telling you you're wrong. You're probably right. I don't remember it. I'm a stranger technically, and I always compliment your eyes, a smile, voice, your hair. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. When I think of what Morgan's saying, I'm thinking like just somebody passing by on the street. And I do. I probably have somebody like, hey, I like your shirt, or something like that. Compliments scare creatures, so you probably blocked it out. That's the thing. Yeah. I will say though that this is gonna sound like incel talk. But it is very much true. Dudes do not get complimented as much as women in public or in general. Like it is so rare. I feel like it's just so rare for me to get complimented. You know what I mean? You know what though? I've been complimented on my nails, but again, that's a feminine thing. Having my nails painted, that's a feminine thing. My eyelashes, usually women complimenting me on my eyelashes because they wish they had eyelashes like me because they're feminine. Most of what I've been complimented on, aside from like hair, even my clothes sometimes, are typically feminine in nature. Like, yeah, like one time I was at Pride and somebody complimented my style and they're like, that's very, you know, I was dressed very femininely, you know what I mean? I will mention a lot of compliments that women get are not compliments, they're intimidation or heckling. That's also true. That is also true. And I can't know because I haven't been in that situation. But I do know a little bit. I know a little bit. But I feel like, yes, I feel like I very agree with you. Most of the time when a man compliments a woman in public, and it's not always men and it's not always women in that situation specifically, but a lot of times, like what Hazel is talking about, it's intimidation or heckling. And then on the flip side though, I feel like women compliment women in public a lot more, especially than men compliment men. You'll never catch, I mean, you will, and things are changing, but it is rare for a dude to compliment a dude, and I would like to change that. I think that should change. I just learned that Vegas now has Uno tables. That's a vibe. I agree, women compliment women a lot. Yeah. And what I will say, another thing too, Hazel, it's hard because like what I'm saying is, you know, dudes don't compliment dudes enough, and then so on and so forth and whatever. The other day I told a woman in the car next to me that she had gorgeous hair to red light. Yeah, and see, dudes don't do that. But then on the flip side, like I've been out in public and I want to compliment somebody and I feel like I'm gonna come across as a creep or as heckling or as, you know, intimidation, and I'm not. Could you explain what the pronouns he, they mean to you? Yes, so I technically identify as non-binary. I am or gender fluid, depending on how you want to. Depending, they're different. Non-binary and gender fluid are different. I'm somewhere in between. I'm not 100%. Regardless of gender, they're not enough gender and non-sexual compliments. That's the thing. Honestly, that's what it boils down to. There's a lot of it makes me nervous to compliment people in public because I don't want them to get the wrong idea. And I think a lot of people have that. And then I think on the flip side, a lot of people compliment somebody too much in public, and it's a problem. Like it has ulterior motive. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I always try to, like, if I have my nails painted and I'm complimenting a woman in public, I usually put my hand forward and like I kind of like act a little bit extra gay to show her that I'm like, hey, I'm trying to look, it's me too. You know what I mean? I'm not like whatever. Best practice not to sound creepy, complimenting something they have control over the outfit. Yeah, exactly. Rather than like your body or your eyes or something like that. Yeah. Big vibes, big vibes. I love your boots. I've complimented many people's boots in public. That's true. And I think I need to be a little bit more confident about that too, because sometimes I will not do that. You queen out. Exactly. Just a little bit. Back to what Carl was saying though. So I it's a little bit controversial, not completely. I don't believe in gender. That's not true. Because some people are very confident and are very comfortable in their gender and uncomfortable outside of their gender, or in a different gender. I personally am not. I don't care about gender. Gender doesn't matter to me. When I say that I'm non-binary, I mean that I am neither kind of gender. It's confusing. It doesn't make sense. It's weird to think about. But I don't always think or feel like a dude. And I don't always feel like a woman either. Both and or neither. So that's what the they part of that means. The he at the beginning of he, they is there because I want people to know that they are allowed, because I look like a dude. Look, I look like a dude. Nobody's going to tell me that I don't look like a dude. You know what I mean? And I want somebody to, if they say he to me, if they refer to me as he, I don't, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. And I put he, they, because I want you to know that you're allowed to refer to me as he. That's fine. It makes sense. Like we are not at a point in society, in public, to where when you look at me, I shave and I've got 5 o'clock shadow in like minutes. You know what I mean? I look like a dude. I could try to look like, I could put on makeup. I could do the thing. I don't have the gusto, the gumption right now. And I've done it before. I could make myself look more androgynous, but like sometimes I don't want to, sometimes I don't care. And I know that I look like a dude. So like, I know when people look at me, they immediately, the first thing that pops in their head is he, and I'm okay with that. You're allowed to be, that's allowed. But it's not 100% how I feel. You know what I mean? I don't feel like a dude. That doesn't make, it's not that it doesn't make sense to me, but it also does. It feels complicated. It feels like too much. So that's the non-binary part. What I was going to, the continuation of that sentence is my pansexuality. I don't care about gender for me. You're a dude. I didn't say that. I said I wasn't. I just said I wasn't. The pansexuality for me is similarly, I don't care about gender. I don't care about gender for me. I don't care about gender for anybody else either. When somebody asks about my type or whether I'm into dudes or chicks or whatever, my answer is if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. And that's all that matters to me. I don't care what's in your pants. I don't care how you identify. Either I like you or I don't. For me, I don't care about what people perceive my gender to be, but sometimes I'm uncomfortable being lumped into stereotypes associated with the she, her gender. Currently in our society, I feel you. I feel gender fluid. I look feminine, and I don't care what people call me unless they're specifically using fever terms. I've never heard that term, fever terms. Yes, Hazel and I are very similar in that way. I would like to, I'll be 100% honest, gender terms, that makes sense, yeah. Unless they're specifically using gender terms to try to hurt me, yeah, I agree. I don't usually prefer to look masculine. I would prefer to look more feminine than I do masculine. Androgyny is my end all be all, but I would prefer to be and or look more feminine than masculine. But I think a lot of that is self-hatred, which I have a problem with. But I think a lot of it is also internalized hatred for the toxic masculinity that I grew up in as well. So I don't know 100% if I wish that I wasn't a dude because of that, or if I wish that I wasn't a dude because of other things. You know what I mean? So like, back and forth. I would prefer to be more feminine than I am, but it doesn't matter to me. Is the end all be all is that it doesn't matter. Like if you're just using some pronouns because you think it'll hurt my feelings, you're an ass and we aren't gonna be friends anyway. Agree. Yeah, we don't like boxes. Also agree. I see funny videos when we were talking about dude compliments. I might pull it up. I'll watch it. I saw a Discord notification. We got the yawns. Oh, I've seen this video. Hijack, I've seen this video. It's good. I wish. I don't know how to watch it on stream though. Put it, Hijack, put that in my memes. Do I have a meme? Funnies. Put that in my funnies Discord. Did you already? Where did I see that? Did I just see that on Reddit randomly? I did. That's crazy. Yeah, put that in the funnies Discord. Just because I don't know how to watch it on stream right now, and if anybody wants to see it, they can. They're allowed. Look, either you said furry video. I don't have a furries channel, okay? I don't. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to see this. I got a lot going on. I open up my Discord and all of a sudden I have like hella notifications. Stop. Me scusi. I take a drink of Monster and I don't have any frames. I am. It's official. After this stream, I'm going to revert my stream back to 1080p. But have you tried it? No. But there are a handful of reasons why I wouldn't try it, Morgan. One, because it's incredibly expensive to get a custom fursuit. Two, I wouldn't want to use somebody else's because it wouldn't make sense because it wouldn't be my fursona. Three, I run very hot and that shit needs to be air conditioned for you to catch me in a fursuit, because it will be wet from the inside out and I don't have that kind of dedication to something that I don't think that I would enjoy. Trump beacon chat. But I have always said don't knock it till you try it, and I'll try anything. But that's one, that's a whole, the entry bar is too high for furries, I think. What's the most difficult thing you've ever had to tell someone? I don't love you anymore. Next question. Head, paws, feet. Yeah. I don't know. Some things, like I said, I'll try anything once and don't knock it till you try it. Big time. But I don't know. Some things just don't entice me. You know what I mean? I think I would like the anonymity of a mask. Of like somebody not knowing who I am or what I look like. I think that would be a vibe. But again, that's just something I need therapy about. You know what I mean? What's the best decision? Because what I need is to not care about what somebody thinks about me. When I know that they're looking at me, as opposed to making myself anonymous to feel comfortable in my own skin. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying when I say that? Mode. You know what I mean, Bets? You know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, you feel me. What's the best decision you've ever made? Best decision I've ever made? Moving to California. It's been difficult here the whole time I've been here. It's expensive. The job market is garbage. But moving for all of the reasons that I did move away from where I moved from, the things that I moved away from, it wasn't just the place that I moved away from, it was the things, it was the environment, it was some, not all, in fact very few of the people that I moved away from, but there were people that I moved away from specifically. That I believe has been my best decision I've ever made. I love it here and I may never leave. I've thought about moving to different places. I've thought about going further north into the Pacific Northwest. I've thought about going further south into like LA. I don't know if I'll ever leave the West Coast. There's also the way that things are going governmentally. I've thought about skipping ship and completely moving to a different country. That would be very difficult. And I don't know. You know what I mean? If it gets bad enough, I'll leave. But I don't know if I'll leave. I don't know if I'll leave San Francisco. I was going to say, I don't know if I'll leave California, but I don't know if I'll leave San Francisco, honestly. This place is such a vibe, you know? But yeah, I don't know. It's difficult. I love the West Coast. West Coast, best coast. South. No, north. Wait, no. South is too warm. North is too cold. The microclimate that I live in here is stupid. Can I just say that it's been heat wave across the entire northern hemisphere, and that's maybe not true. The US and the UK specifically have had a heat wave for like weeks now, and it hasn't gone any higher. That it hasn't even hit 70 degrees in San Francisco. It is perfect here, brother. The weather here is stupid, in a good way. That's a positive. I'm saying that positively. If you have, when is the moment you felt invincible? In high school. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I've said a lot about being depressed. I've had depression for a very long time. I'm gonna read a couple of things real quick. We're gonna come back to this. Currently sitting out to move out of the US. Do you have a place where you're trying to go, Bats? Do you have a plan? Moving is expensive, but I mean, good for you for saving up for it, honestly. If I had the ability to move out of the US right now, I would do it. I don't believe you. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I do believe you. I don't blame you. I want to move to Italy. Italy would be a vibe. Italy would be hella vibe. When was the last time you ate a potato? How was it cooked? French fries. Do French fries count? From Wendy's? And one of them were French fries, and one of them were their new Fuego French fries. Their Takis collab, which is kind of a vibe. They're not the best, but they're pretty good. What were we talking about? Moment you felt invisible. Okay, so I've talked about my depression a lot. Not a lot, but I've talked about my depression a lot. I was suicidal in high school. I'm just gonna say it. I was suicidal in high school. When we're talking about fears, I didn't want to really bring it up, but when I say that I'm not afraid of anything, I'm not afraid of death either. I looked death in the eye every single day for like 4 years. And I said, maybe, nah, but what, maybe, what if I, nah, but, you know what I mean? So when I say I felt invincible in high school, I mean, like, I was in an awful place mentally. I was in an awful place, and it wasn't good. And I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but I did truly feel invincible because every day I had to decide that I wasn't going to die, and I did decide that I wasn't going to die. Yeah, Carla, every single, I'm not joking when I say every single day, multiple times a day for like 4 years straight. Give or take, for like 4 years straight. Yeah, absolutely. I had to make the decision every single day that I was going to live. And I did make that decision. I made that decision. And so if you're talking about you want to talk about invincibility, that's invincibility. You know what I mean? That's kind of a vibe, actually. That's a lot more positive than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, and Carla, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't think about it as much anymore, but you know how you get intrusive thoughts? Everyone gets intrusive thoughts, right? My intrusive thoughts are still sometimes in that vein. Every once in a while I'll be like, oh, what if? But I always say no. I always just push them out, you know what I mean? Nah, bah. But yeah, but in high school specifically, it was 4 years there where, yeah, every single day, multiple times a day, I had to say no to that. Which, like, thank you for your you said you're sorry, and I appreciate it, but like, you know, it's just a thing. It's just a thing. I don't know. Like I said, I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but it's, you know, I'm here. You know, it's cool. It's chill. It's whatever. We're whatever about it. I mean, I don't know. I still need therapy. I still might need medication. I don't know. I've been as well. I'm glad we're both here. I'm glad we're both here too, Bats, and I'm glad everyone's here. And for those of us who aren't here, I've had multiple people in my life be faced with that decision and choose the latter, or the former, I guess. There are people that I know that I was very close with that are not here anymore because of that, and I feel awful for them, but also, like, at the same time, I don't know what is after what comes next. No, I don't care what comes next. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, maybe literally. But I have to believe that the people who aren't here are also not in pain anymore. You know what I mean? Who knows? But I hope. Go to therapy. It's great. I've been to therapy. It was amazing. That's what I'm talking about. I have officially, because I'm unemployed right now, I signed up for Medicare. It's Medi-Cal in California, Medi-Cal. And I have access to it. I just need to look at my coverage. I need to look at my coverage and see what I actually have access to, because I don't have the money for therapy. I've never had the money for therapy my entire life, and I've tried a couple of times, and I've tried therapy. I actually have tried therapy, but I had the wrong therapist, and it didn't work for me, and so I quit. Most of the time, especially at that time, I was more, the thought of paying my therapist every month or every 2 weeks or whatever gave me more anxiety than my therapist was helping me get rid of. And that's the only time I've ever tried it. And I realized that it just wasn't a good match for me. It's just the therapy, we just didn't mesh. But I gave up, and I haven't tried since, but I've thought about it. It's just expensive, man. Even, excuse me, the last time I had a good job with good health insurance, I looked into therapy, and it was like, with my insurance, it was like $200. It was like $200 a session. And I'm like, what kind of mother, like, who do you think I am? What do you look at made of money? Money don't grow on trees. $200? Absolutely not. And so I didn't. We have to heal your relationship with money. We have to heal my pocket first. I can't afford rent, brother. You know what I mean? But I feel you. I know you're right. You are right. But like, if I can't afford rent, I'm not gonna live in my truck to my truck. I don't have a truck. I'm not gonna live in my car to go to therapy. I don't know. Maybe I should, but like, I need to. Here's the thing. Has anybody here heard of Maslow's pyramid? Where's your favorite place to be in the world? Here, San Francisco. Have you ever played For the King yet? Yes, Hazel, multiple times, and it's fun. I enjoy it. Yeah, you Hazel, you Hijack and I have played multiple times on stream, on your stream and on my stream. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, money. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Money's whatever. I don't have a job right now though. That's the thing. You'd be home in like 35-40 minutes game. Oh yeah, I would like that. That would be fun. I can't believe I've done 2 hours of yabby chatty stream. That's kind of a vibe. What's the one thing that totally blows your mind? Down to clown on some For the King? Yeah, I'm down for it. Carla, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Here's the thing, Carla. I haven't been many places in the world. I want to say San Francisco. Or the Bay Area, the greater Bay Area. But I haven't been many places, so I really don't know. You know what I mean? I can't tell you that for sure, but I feel for right now, that's what I feel. I feel that. It's one thing that totally blows your mind. The complexity is so many things blow my mind, man. Space, the vastness of space, the depth of the ocean, the complexity of the human body, the difference in human to human, like the difference in the way that things exist, human to human. Your ex lives there. Let me know if you see him. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Yeah, I don't know. Do you see therapy as a luxury in a sense? Yes. It shouldn't be, but yes, therapy is a luxury. Absolutely. Oh yeah, because I was talking about Maslow's pyramid. The ocean. Yeah, the depth of the ocean is insane. Maslow's pyramid. I'm gonna bring up a picture of Maslow's pyramid because I want everyone to understand this. And this is not. I don't think this is. I guess it's opinion, but I feel like it's objective. How do I spell Maslow? Matt. Would you keyboard? Is my keyboard off? Did my keyboard die? My keyboard died. I'm gonna try to bring up a picture of Maslow's pyramid, but my keyboard's dead and I don't know how long it takes to charge it for it to turn back on. It has to like charge up. It's really unfortunate. On stream, my keyboard died. Everybody go look up Maslow's pyramid. Basically what happens, the way it is, it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And like I said, I don't think that this is, I think this is objective. I don't think this is an opinion thing. I'm gonna bring it up on my phone. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What he suggests, Maslow, whoever the hell he is, what he suggests is that, I'm gonna download this image on my phone, or I'm just gonna show the camera. What he suggests is that there are certain things that we need to take care of in ourselves before we can take care of the next thing. If you don't have a good basis in the first thing, you can't take care of the next thing. So what it is, physiological needs are first. If you don't have the bottom of the pyramid, you can't take care of the next part of the pyramid. So we have physiological needs: air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. I would take that one off, personally. But if you can't breathe, if you don't have water or food, if you don't have shelter over your head, you can't do anything else. You can't focus on anything else. You can't grow in anything else. The next thing, I've seen it, I studied it when I was in dental school. Rad. So you know what I'm talking about. The next thing being safety needs, personal security, employment. Let me talk about that one. Employment. Resources, health, property. I would take property off there as well. but personal security, employment, not property specifically, but a roof over your head, right? While we're trauma dumping, I've been homeless before. I was homeless for 2 years, and I very much, I'm intricately aware of the bottom of Maslow's pyramid. We go way back. So I am in the shelter is on the physiological needs. So property isn't I would take property off. So yeah, so currently I'm doing my best to keep afloat on the physiological needs, and I'm working on the safety needs currently. Personal security, employment, I don't have a job, you know what I mean? I can't look forward to. So in that way, Morgan, yeah, I believe therapy is a luxury. It shouldn't be. Therapy should be easier to access, and it should be somewhere lower in that. But I would put therapy. So the next thing is love and belonging, right? Friendship, intimacy, family, sense of connection. I would put therapy somewhere in there. Therapy is somewhere between safety needs and love and belonging. I need to be able to breathe. I need to be able to eat, and I need to have income, and I need to have shelter before I can focus on the other things. So for me, I'm not in a place. It's difficult for me to look into to do the therapy thing. You know what I mean? Do you feel that? If you don't have all in that category, you can't move to the next. Yeah, and I believe that is the way for everyone. If you can't breathe right now, if you couldn't breathe, would you be able to work? Right. So you have air in the bottom. You have employment in the second one. You wouldn't be able to, if you don't have food, water, and air. If you don't have, well, I've been homeless and kept a job, so shelter and employment, that's a little back and forth. But like, yeah, if you can't breathe, you can't work. If you can't eat, you can't work. If you don't have food, how are you going to? You're not healthy, right? So like the way that health is above that, you can't. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's 100% how that works. I think that it's possible you could skip some of the things. You can probably skip some of the things. What it's going to be is a lot more difficult for you, though. It's going to be significantly more difficult. And most of these things are already difficult for a lot of people. And here's the thing. This is coming from someone. I'm not saying that no one here has been homeless, and I'm not saying that no one here has been close. But coming from someone who has been homeless for, like I said, for 2 years, I lived in a vehicle. I lived in multiple different vehicles. I lived in a tent. I was couch surfing for like 2 years. Coming from that position, I would say, yeah, it's possible to skip one or two things in the bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs and go towards something higher up. But it is so much more difficult. You have to take care of the lower things on that pyramid before you can go to the next things. You have to. And I don't think that that's arguable, honestly. That happened when you moved to California? No. When I moved to California, I actually had a decent amount of money. I had a really good job. I had a decent amount of money. I had a job lined up, and I didn't have living lined up. I lived in a hotel for the first like 2 weeks, I think, when I moved here. It took me like 2 weeks to get an apartment, but no, that wasn't when I moved to California. That was before. That was in the before times. For various reasons, mostly mental health reasons. Stuff that, again, I need to go to therapy for. And also, I do think that there's some amount of me that needs medication, but I don't know what for specifically, because I haven't worked with a therapist or a psychologist for long enough. There were times where I needed it more than I need it in other times or in the now times. But yeah, some you're choosing to ignore. That's the thing, man. Again, with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, there are certain things that you can't ignore, and there are certain things you can't pay attention to until you've taken care of the things on the bottom of that pyramid. So like, I'm being your therapist today, true. Yeah, I don't know. That's hard. That's hard. Because I'm sure there are things that I'm ignoring that I don't realize. You said something you were choosing to ignore. I don't think I'm choosing to ignore anything. I think that I am ignoring certain things because I don't have the capacity the mental capacity, or maybe I do, but I probably do have the mental capacity, but I'm so disorganized. You ever try to fit a bunch of stuff in the back of a car and it doesn't fit, and it does fit, but you have to rearrange it? I think that I'm probably just scrambled. Like me, I'm choosing to ignore my self-care. Yeah, I think me too. Things like every time I shave, I should be putting lotion on, but I'm not, and things like that. It's terrible. I put my kid's husband in house chores first. Yeah, Carla, you're not far off. And I don't know. I've never been in the situation that you've been in, but I think your kids probably should come first, but then you should come first before your husband in your house. But I feel you. I mean, look, it's hard to prioritize that kind of thing properly. We got 44 seconds to ads. When I should be paying more attention to myself. Yeah, you should put your kids first. I think you should put your kids first, but then I think you should be second for sure. And I think that some people, if they are not in a position where they can take care of kids, I think they should not have kids and take care of themselves first. But if you're in a position where you have kids, it means that you have the ability to take care of kids. And I'm exhausted because if the tank is empty, you can't feel others. Exactly. Yeah. I think you have to do kids first, and then you have to take care of yourself, because otherwise you can't take care of anyone else. I am going to snooze this ad real quick. I was gonna BRB, but it's okay. We got ads in like 5 minutes. My keyboard still isn't on yet. That's stupid. I don't see the light for where my keyboard is, the charge light on my keyboard. This is just dead battery right now. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna not touch it. Yeah, it's difficult. So I think, I don't know, I'm back and forth. I think that I am probably ignoring my self-care. I think you're right. It's just hard for me to decide if I'm choosing to ignore it or not. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would 100% say that I'm choosing to ignore it. And I don't know if you are either, Carla. I don't think you're choosing to ignore.
Misfit_Morgan wants you to drink some water.
I don't know that you're choosing to ignore your self-care. I think it's just happening. And I think that it's something that you can change, you can learn and grow, you can change about. But I don't know. I wouldn't specifically say that you're choosing to ignore it. You know what I mean?
Misfit_Morgan
You're conscious about it,
wants you to
exactly.
stand
Which
up
is
and
good.
stretch.
That's good that you're conscious about it. Yeah. Yeah. So in that case, yeah, I see what you're saying. So something that I'm conscious about that I'm ignoring. Yeah, well, I'll say self-care. I'll say self-care for sure. Because yeah, like similar. Yeah, like I said, the example that I gave, and this isn't the only thing, but like when I shaved yesterday, I should have put on lotion and I didn't. Things like that. Use your agua. I'll give your agua a stretch. If we get to a little bit of a lull, I'll run the ad that I just snoozed. I'll let you guys know. I'm gonna do a BRB before I do that, but I'll give you a little agua and a little stretchy poo. Honestly, I keep dropping frames so much. I feel weird stopping stream, changing settings, and starting again, but I might stop stream, change settings, and start again. The only thing is just like a bunch of people here that I don't want to lose. I'm thinking about more questions. Okay, good. Yeah, keep thinking. Let me agua, let me stretch. Ooh, my burpee. Food. I had food today actually. I had it wasn't great, but I had the rest of my leftover pizza from last night. I had some pizza rolls. So I am actually quite full. I'm not like over full, but I'm full. I'm good on food. I am nourished. Not greatly. It's not very healthy food, but I am nourished. Yeah. There's so many Discord notifications.
JFK just used their
JFK,
daily
what
eye
JFK?
drops.
And another
Keep them
agua.
eyes
Oh,
moist,
here we go
yawn.
with the JFK agua. I actually have to go, but I'm glad I can hang out. Yeah, Bats, I'm glad to see you again. I'm glad you're here. I hope to see you again soon. And maybe you will, maybe you won't. But I appreciate you
JFK
being
wants
here.
you to drink some water.
Take care of yourself, okay? You know how I say, I don't know how many times you've been to the end of my stream, but be kind to yourself, be kind to others, but be kind to yourself first, please. And thank you first and foremost. And I'll catch you when I catch you. I'm not going away, Batses, but I just wanted to give you a little, I got 2 more aguas for JFK, and then I got a stretch for Morgan. The light one, if you could choose. There's JFK. How are you beautiful people? We're doing pretty well. We're doing all right. I've been trauma dumping JFK. Kind of. I started playing a game and it frustrated me, so I stopped playing a game and I was convinced to do a Q&A, and so that's what I've been doing. We have ads in about a minute. I'm gonna give JFK 2 aguas. I'm gonna stand up and stretch, and we're gonna go ads BRB for a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Let me one drinky, and then I'm gonna answer Carla's question. If you could choose one person, living or dead, to have dinner with, who would it be and why? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I just don't think... I don't know. There are people that I would like to meet. There are very few people, like famous people, that I would care to meet. I really don't care that much. I don't have, you know, when we talk about heroes and having him and don't having him, I don't really care. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drink the second drink for JFK. I'm going to stand up and stretch. Oh, I'm not that famous. You can meet me anytime. JFK, I'd like to meet you. You and Pika look like you're a whole vibe. I've been lurking. Well, Pika's at an appointment right now. I'm gonna think about the the dinner situation. The 27 seconds to ads. I'm gonna stand up and stretch. Pika will be back soon. Yeah, I'll be lurking. Carla, I'd have dinner with you. Yeah. I'll buy wine. Okay, hell yeah. You had real life. Yeah. I was there. I was lurking. Okay. 10 seconds to ads. I'm gonna stand up and stretch so you can see it on ads, and then we're gonna go to a BRB screen. And we'll be back when we're back. Twitch dinner when? Actually, that would be kind of a vibe. It's ads time. I'm gonna stand up and stretch, and we're gonna go to a BRB screen. I'll be that's what that means. I'll BRB. Ooh. It was a good ad. I mean, a good stretch. You can't see me. I'm gonna stop streaming before I play video game. I'm not streaming 1440p anymore. It's useless. Let me go to BRB screen. Well, we'll be right back. I'll be back. I was reading chat. This sounds like a blast. I would very much be very down if we could find a place. My mind went a little wild. What, with food? With making food? Because Morgan and Hijack are both chefly. This could be very interesting. This could be very this is a good idea. I like this idea a lot. Again, I don't have money to travel right now, but it would be a vibe if we could make it work. If I can get a ding dang job at some point in my life, this is a blast. This sounds like a lot of fun. Carla, I'll be honest with you. I was thinking about it. I can't think of anybody. Because it's such like I don't know. I would have dinner with anybody, but there's not like anyone in specific, in particular. Like if I had to choose one person, I don't know. I don't care that much. You know what I mean? Like we'll make it happen if not. But like, versus a dinner, then who are we host a small con? Honestly, that would be the way to do it. Unfortunately, like TwitchCon is not central to everyone because it's in San Diego, and I know a lot of you like JFK's in the East Coast. Carla's in the East Coast. Hijack's in this time zone. All I know is time zones. I don't know where anybody's actually. Well, I know Carla's in Florida and stuff like that, but like, I don't know specifically, but I know like time zone wise, TwitchCon is not central. Creature-thon, yeah. I've seen your name play a game. There's always a special song that plays in my head. Interesting. You know what? I'll pull it up. Maybe I'm not on stream, but I'll pull it up. What are we playing? Oh. That's funny. That's funny, Hijack. I like that. It's a good idea. I don't know. I like this idea. It would be interesting to figure out a way to do it properly. But it does sound fun. It does sound fun. We would have to. I don't know. Maybe we'll brainstorm on it because it's a good idea. It is a good idea. I like that idea. But I don't know. Yeah, because Creature Comfort 2025. I like that. 2025 is almost over. It might have to be a 2026 thing. It's not almost over. I realize it's July. It's the middle of the year, but like, the amount of planning and stuff like that would go into it. I think it would take some time, especially because Central would be like winter, and if we're gonna do a winter thing, it would have to be like a warm place. I'll pitch in on a rental for a week or something. Honestly, that would be a vibe. You pushing Creature pushing for creature to be main. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Biggest guilty pleasure, Carla? Oh, I don't know. I don't have any guilty pleasure, because like to me, what a guilty pleasure is to me is something that you enjoy that you wouldn't tell somebody else that you enjoy, and I'm very open. I don't think I have anything like that. Bless me. I don't have a goodness gracious. I don't have any guilty pleasures. Fig Newtons. Is it for you, Morgan? Because yeah, I don't know. The Fig Newtons are cool, but it's not like a guilty pleasure. Because like when I think of guilty pleasure, it's like when somebody listens to Taylor Swift but they don't want to tell anybody that they listen to Taylor Swift, you know what I mean? Because they're embarrassed about it or something like that. I don't care. I'll tell you everything that I'm into, you know what I mean? I don't think I have one. I'll think about it, but I don't think I have. Cringiest moment? That's a good question. High School Musical? Cringiest moment. Bumping Taylor Swift the whole trip. Y'all be ready. I've tried to get into Taylor Swift, not my vibe. But I wouldn't be opposed to listening to Taylor Swift. I'm not mad about it, you know what I mean? JFK, you're gonna have to fight these two for the stereo. They're gonna be playing High School Musical soundtrack the whole time. What do we daily? Oh, my day. I see what you're saying, JFK. Your daily life. Honestly, same. That's a good question, man. What would be my 100% RC cars and lightsabers? Sounds like a vibe, brother. That sounds like such a vibe. Guilty? No, not guilty, but put it up high. They can't reach it. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Morgan is actually. Morgan, you're taller than me, aren't you? I'm not tall by any means. I kind of doubt that Morgan is as tall as you, JFK, but Morgan's actually kind of tall. I don't know how tall Carla is, but I know Morgan in real life, and Morgan's kind of tall. What were we talking about? What am I trying to think? Cringiest moment? Just barely. Oh, we are very similar in height, aren't we? 5'3". I'm only like 5'8", Carla. So it's not particularly tall. I'm not particularly tall. Me either. I'm only 6'7". That's what I thought. JFK, the times that I've seen you on camera, I'm pretty sure you're very tall. JFK lanky in a good way. I'm not tall. I'm only 5'8". I'm either perfectly average or just below average, I think. I keep saying that I'm perfectly average, but I think actually the average male height in the US is like 5'9", and I'm only 5'8". Which is something. I need to switch back to 1080p. I'm not even playing a video game and I'm just dropping frames. This is crazy. When we get when we hear back from Hazel, I'm gonna have to have y'all all promise me that you'll come right back. I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna switch back to 1080p. Imperfect average. No, I'm average. I'm very average. I'm painfully average. It's making it hard for my star. Oh, I know. Yeah, no kidding. You'll get it. You'll get him next time, Carla. Oh, you did catch it though. Look at you go. It only took you 2 tries. Oh yeah, let's go. My stupid chair keeps the locking mechanism to keep the chair from reclining is like super loose, so it's not. It just like it'll pop. Like if I'm leaning back, it'll just like pop randomly. I've complained about that since I started streaming, which is funny because this chair was like brand new then. Biggest lie you've ever told? Probably I'm fine, or like in answer to the question, how are you? I'm good. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm not a big liar. I don't like to lie. Well, y'all know I'm very open and honest with you guys. You know, that's like kind of my vibe. Yeah. I'm not big like the video game, you know, like Jackbox party games where you have to like convince someone of something that's not true, where you have to like lie to your friends. I hate that. It makes me so uncomfortable. Yeah, that I'm okay. Yeah, JFK knows. Yeah, I hate those games. Those make me so uncomfortable. It's not fun for me. I'm not a liar. I don't like it. I have the ability to lie, but I don't like to do it. Would love to play some Jackbox with the squad. It would probably be pretty fun. I don't own any of the Jackbox games. I know Morgan does. I don't know. Some of them would probably be really fun, but I mean it. I will not play the lying one. I played it one time, a long time ago once, and I was so uncomfortable the whole time. I wanted to leave the house that I was in. It was like a New Year's Eve party, and I just wanted to leave. I didn't like it. It wasn't fun for me at all. Any of the other ones though, those are pretty fun. Jackbox, where you have to give a presentation, other players kick the slides. I've never seen that one. The first and last time that I played Jackbox was like 2018. It was like that New Year's Eve party. It was like 2018, 2019. I own a ton of them. That tracks, Hijack. I know Morgan does too. Love being a game host. Yeah, Morgan does. That tracks for you too, Morgan. Morgan, you would be the host. Like if we were, yeah, Morgan gives good big host vibes. Big host vibes. Like game show host, game host. What was that game? Saw? That movie Saw, you know what I mean? The host of that would be Morgan. You can stream The Gathering. Magic the Gathering? The viewer interaction is fun. Yeah, I'm here for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's let me pull up. Look at those two. Oh, look at Carla. Everybody here has good. What do y'all all have? Friends? I don't have enough friends for that normally. The Creature Gathering. Is that anything like the Gathering of Juggalos? Like that gathering? Or is that the gathering you're talking about? Jackbox. How many Jackbox party packs are there? 8? I type in Jack on Steam and Jackbox party pack 3768. How many are there? Good lord. Maybe I'll show up, load the house with cameras and live stream the week. That would be a vibe. Honestly, kind of a vibe. Make charcuterie boards. Hey, yo. Bitch, what am I, a roach? I told you, you're the host. What do you mean, what am I, a roach? What do you mean by that? I told you you're the host. You're the guy from Saw. You're Jigsaw. We make lobster french fries. Lobster french? What does that even mean? Can we talk about lobster french fries? Please explain to me what lobster french fries is. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. What does that mean? He said I don't have friends. Oh, yeah. No, in that case, yes, you are a roach. That's true. I'm joking. You know I'm joking. Bring a taste in New York. Bring the infamous chicken. What on earth is that? What are these words? I know what a charcuterie board is, and I realize that I'm not like the most cultured person when it comes to food, but y'all are talking about stuff that I don't know what it means. What does this stuff mean? What's the nuttiest thing you've ever done for love? Change my personality, probably. Change who I am for someone else. D's. True. I'm sorry that y'all are getting all these Discord notifications. I'm gonna mute those. It's my Discord's going crazy. I forgot that I can just turn that off. Sent a picture. I just turned to a feed creature moment. It's true. It's always a feed creature moment. Creature doesn't feed themselves, so sometimes it'd be like that. Oh, is it just like fries with lobster on top? That's a vibe. Honestly, that looks pretty good, Hijack. You can put Hijack. You know you can put this stuff in the food channel in my Discord. But I appreciate you. That's a vibe. Did you see the new Power World update? I have heard of the new Power World update. I've been thinking about playing Power World. In fact, you saying that, if I wasn't planning on playing something with Hazel here in a minute, I would probably pop onto Power World. I think I'm gonna stop playing Ark. I tried to play Ark today, and it rolled back all of my progress, which is garbage. And so I'm going to I think I'm just not gonna play Ark anymore. I don't know. I want to like it, but it's just dumb. So I think I'm gonna play. I think I might switch back to Power World. I haven't. Ooh, excuse me. That was gross. You ever hiccup in the middle of a conversation and almost throw up in your mouth? JK. Oh, so yeah, I know that there was an update. I know it's like a Terraria thing, but I don't know a whole lot about it. Yeah, Hijack, were you there when I lost all the I lost like 45 minutes of progress? Just dumb. I don't know. It's only 40. It wasn't like 5 hours of progress or anything like that, but it was just dumb. Some reason I can't end up playing Rust. Yeah, fair. Or never being able to play it. Carla, true. Yeah, Carla bought a game and couldn't play it. Carla bought Peak to play with us and can't play it. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah. I've been there before though. When I first bought Ark Survival Ascended, I couldn't play it. I had to upgrade my computer to play that game. And now here it is taking all my fun away from me. I don't wish that I had never bought it, but at the same time, just haven't had fun yet. You will, Carly, you will. I believe in you. It's true. I believe. I've played, yeah, Ark Survival Ascended. I've played almost 200 hours of that game. That's worth it. I got my money's worth out of it. It ain't the 1,000 hours I got out of Ark Survival Evolved, or the 1,000 hours that I've gotten out of Valheim, but I don't know. Maybe they'll fix it. Maybe it's only crashing right now. It's just disheartening is all. You wish it would run right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's all. Because I would play it more. I would probably get 1,000 hours at it, and I probably will. I'll pick it back up again sometime. 1,600 Evolved. Good lord. Although that's a lot for me, but I've seen people with like 20k hours in Ark Evolved. Crazy, because the amount of time that you have to put in that game if you're playing on official settings and stuff like that, you have to put in that many hours. It's like you said with Rust, especially if you're playing on official PvP, you have to put in all that time or else all of your progress is lost. Like, I play single player so that I don't have to regain all of my progress, and here I am, I log on and my progress is gone. You know what I mean? So yeah, if the game ran right, I can play the game the way that I want to play it and not have those issues, but it's just not running right now. Final Fantasy 14 has 6,000. Don't judge me. But you heard me. I'm not joking when I know. Well, it's a YouTuber, but the person that I heard, the only other person that I heard talk about Ark Survival Evolved hours, 20,000 hours in Ark Evolved. I'm also not judging you, Hijack. I'm saying like that's them's rookie numbers. You got to pump them numbers up. but actually, I don't have that many hours in mini games. It's actually really interesting. A significant amount of the games that I have played are around 100 to 200 hours, and then I drop them and stop playing. I wonder if that means something. That's interesting. It's very interesting. How long ago did Hazel say that 30 minutes? I'm trying to gather my gathers. I can't see the timestamps on these. Probably never go back though. Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes you're just over it, even though you love it. Well, you have reasons, but sometimes shit like that happens. That's okay. You don't have to look, you got your money's worth out of it. You know what I mean? You don't have to, and you're allowed to feel sad about never wanting to go back, but you don't have to feel bad about that. You know what I mean? You're allowed to, but you don't have to. You see what I'm saying? It says I played Peak for 1 hour because that's the amount of time I've been trying to make it work. That's crazy, Carla. That's crazy. Don't worry, we'll pump them numbers up. We'll get you some hours in that. How long have I played Peak? I've only had Peak for I think I've only played Peak 3 separate times, twice on stream and one otherwise. How long have I played Peak for? I've got 21 hours in Peak. That's crazy. Because I so recently got it. Let's play Peak. Have you played Peak, Jake? Did you like Peak? Yeah, I saw you playing Peak with Pika last night. Pika invited me to Peak. I might be peeking with Pika at some point. That would be a vibe. Toga de Maru in chat. I'll catch it. Do I still have my control? Yeah, I do. My keyboard turned back on. I charged my keyboard. 100% done Peak. As in, you've 100% completed it, or you don't enjoy it anymore? I'm pretty close. I'm actually not that close. I still have a handful of achievements to get. How many do I have? I'm 71%. Are we done with the questions? No, not yet. Keep asking. You can keep asking. We're just talking. We're just hanging out. What is Pokey loyalty? What does that mean? How do you get Pokey loyalty? How do you poke my loyalty? I have all the achievements. Right. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm 71%. And I've only tried to get achievements once. What does this mean? Loyalty level 3? What is your loyalty? Level 8? No, loyalty level 1. What does that even mean? Morgan, I'll introduce you to Pika, and by that I mean if Pika comes back live by the time I'm done streaming, I want to raid Pika today. That's my plan. Badges equal achievements. Right. That's how you catch shinies. How do I have been catching shinies recently. I caught 2 shinies recently. But what are the achievements? How do I don't know the achievements. Is it just because I don't know how I've gotten the achievements. I don't know. Or the badges. Pika is live now. Okay, good. I gotta re-update my lurks. So yeah, I'm planning on raiding Pika when I'm done
Tommy
with stream.
Goes Raw just used their daily
Tommy's
eye
here.
drops. Keep
Hey,
the eyes
yo.
moist, y'all.
Because I don't think I've ever raided Pika before. And I would like to do that. I think that would be fun. I'm not planning on ending stream right now. That's just my plan. So when I keep saying the word or the name Pika, Morgan says Pikachu. And now you know what I'm talking about. There's a person. It's a person. It's a streamer. Make him do a dab. I'll make him do a dab. I have a decent amount. I'm trying to save up even live 19 hours. That's true. Well, he's not anymore. He's currently been live for 20 minutes, but he was live for like 19 hours before that. Yeah, he's doing his balloonathon. Day 2 balloonathon. Make him do a dab and then bash him for not doing said dab. But JFK, but I'm saving up my channel points. I want to have I don't need to, but I want to have I think it would be fun to have a personalized text to speech voice. 150,000 points. It's gonna take me a minute to get to 150,000 points. I've got 9,000 right now. I don't want to spend them on make it do a dab because then I lose all my points again. But I might. They all get refunded. Besides the big ones. Oh, that's a vibe then. Like the TTS. Huh. Wait a minute, Tommy plays Dwarf Fortress. Tommy's been playing some Dwarf Fortress recently. Yeah, Tommy's been all up in that Dwarf Fortress. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Tommy, Carla asked, what's the most unsettling dream you've ever had? When I was like between the ages 4, like my first memories in my childhood are like around 4 years old. I think that's generally most people's. Around that era of my life, like between the ages of 4 to 6, I had a recurring dream where Godzilla was chasing me down the street. But as far as the most unsettling dream, I've had a couple. I don't remember my dreams very well. I don't dream very often, actually. I dream so rare. I dream super rarely. But any dream, I've had dreams before where I wake up in a panic. Same, no way. Yeah, like where like I had a dream actually just a couple of days ago. I don't remember what happened in the dream, but I was so panicked that I woke up hyperventilating, which I don't hyperventilate very often. I've seen Godzilla coming down my block many times. That's crazy. That's so weird that's like a thing. That's like a thing that happens to like more than just me. That's kind of wild. I just saw Hijack say something in the Discord. I want to see what's going on over there. Y'all talking about something? Talking about food? No. Oh, you were talking. I see. You were talking in a different Discord. I thought you were talking on my Discord. Never mind. Ignore me. That's crazy, Tommy. That is crazy. I'm not trying to move on or anything. I'm just interested. Oh, I did get a notification that Pika went live. I'm just interested. I'm trying to make sure that I'm ready for when Hazel's ready. I'm not trying to like move on or anything like that. Oh, well, yeah, but that's just because I only got like 4 hours of sleep. Oh man, Tommy, we're doing question and answer. Go to sleep in the middle of the day, Carla. My sleep schedule's already broken. That would make it worse. Tommy, we're doing a Q&A kind of situation. I've been just chatting for how long? I've been live for like 2 hours. The first 30 minutes of stream, I tried to play Ark and I hated it and I'm mad at it, so I'm not playing it anymore. And I've just been chatting. So if you have any questions for your boy, otherwise, yeah, we're just yapping. We're just kind of doing some yappies. I hope you slept well. I only got 4 hours on accident. I would just leave at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I just woke up at 6. I set my alarm for 9, which is like only 7 hours, I think. I just woke up at 6 anyway. How does that work? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I did the math right. If you had all the money you could ever need, what would you do with it? I'd buy a house in Pacifica. I would remodel it. It would be a tech lover's dream. And I would probably buy a couple of cars, and I would make a YouTube channel / live stream rebuilding cars, and I would play video games, and I would give money to charity. I would give money to friends. I would help friends out with certain things, you know, financial issues and stuff like that. And I would just vibe the rest of my life, I think. Would you still love us if we were worms? Bold of you to assume I love you now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course I would. Yeah, worms are cute. Worms are very important. Send me a decent PC. I would. I would get so high. Tommy would get so high. I believe that. Tommy would get so high. Tommy's whole house would get high. Tommy's house would be made of stone for how stoned Tommy would be. Yeah, worms are incredibly important to the ecosystem. Worms are incredibly important to the world. Without worms, I think that we would die. So of course I would love you if you were all worms. Absolutely, I would. Would you still give me views on Twitch if you were worms? That's my question. Do you love me? Yeah. But would you still give me? But here's the question. But would you still give me views if you were a worm? See, that's important. That's important to the question. No, the main reason that I want to make sure, Jex is back, let's go. The main reason that I want to make sure when Hazel's coming back is because I do want to stop stream and switch it to 1080p. Jex, I keep forgetting to ask you, I did or tell you that I turned on captions. I don't know, I need to check them more often and see what the delay looks like, because the first time I turned them on, there was like a lot of delay between the caption itself and between what I said. I want to see what it looks like on your end. There's not a whole lot of delay for me. I don't know what it looks like for you. Oh, Hazel's home. They're good now. Okay, hell yeah. What philosophy gives you through life's challenges? Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be kind to yourself first. Easy money. Captions are ahead of your voice at the current moment. Is it painfully ahead? And do you know how to fix it? Because I'm using the caption thing that you used. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I think I've changed my mind. I think that I'm not. Hazel, are we stream together, Ing, or are we stream separately, Ing? Is my main question. I'm not gonna stop stream. I'm just gonna, if we drop frames, so be it. And it's good. Okay, good. If we drop frames, so be it. And I'm going to, after this stream, I'm going back to 1080p. I'm not gonna stop stream for it. I think it'll be fine. We'll be fine. But I do need to get ready for the King. I haven't played For the King in a minute. It's been a hot minute since we played For the King. As long as it's not Monster Hunter. True. No, but Tommy, I've been dropping frames. I literally don't have a game open at all. And I've been dropping frames on OBS for no reason. Like I don't have a game open. I have a handful of tabs open, but without a game open at all. We can do together. Okay, I'll let you do your intro. I want to get ready. I want to make sure that I'm ready for you. Yeah, so it's not just Monster Hunter, Tommy, it's everything. Stupid. Let me pull this. The reason that I don't want to play Ark anymore is not because of crashing or frame drops. It's because it keeps rolling back my progress. The reason I don't want to do 1440p anymore. Rika, what up, Rika? How you doing? I hope you're well. Oh, you know what I don't have for Rika that I need to set up for Rika? I don't have one of these. If y'all don't know, we did some charity streams with Rika. Ark is a Terra Gaming Enemy. I agree with you. I play single player though, and it's better. It's just an open world survival craft for me. I don't do PvP. I hate PvP games. But you're right. You are right. Definitely more Valheim. I should get back into Valheim. I do want to get back into Valheim. And I will. At some point I will. But no, I've been streaming. Was it you, Rika? Was it you that I was talking to actually in the Rainbow Shield Wall group that was talking about they were doing 1440p streaming and it keeps frame dropping and crashing and stuff like that? Don't I still need a collab build? I would love to do something like that. That sounds like a whole vibe. I'm not. Why is my camera? I'm like, oh, because the lighting changed. My face is all dark. Nobody said anything. Hardcore Valheim solo stream. No, because I like to have fun when I play video games, and I would be mad if I did that. I wouldn't be mad, but I'm not, I don't know. I'm decent at I'm decent at Valheim, but I don't think I'm that good at Valheim. Collab build with you, that'd be a blast. I would have fun with that. Auto exposure is just garbage on this camera. Wow. Yeah, you flashbang a little bit, didn't you? It was dim for some reason, then I flipped on I turned the auto exposure off and back on again, and now it's normal again. I don't know what happened. I'm in the middle of doing so many different things. I think you were the last person to have issues with it out of everyone I know. You were the last hope. Yeah, it's too bad. Look, actually, I'm streaming in 1440p. I don't have a game open, and I'm dropping to like 9 frames per second on OBS for no reason. And I have a really nice computer, so I think it's just not ready yet, personally. Unfortunately, I think it's just not ready yet, and that's okay. I mean, it's, you know, it is still a work in progress. It's still beta. You know what I mean? So be it. But you know, that is the way that is, unfortunately. Let me do this. I'm setting up. Speaking of, I'm a new computer. Hey yo, new computer. I love a new computer. What do you got? What kind of specs you got? You specking? Are you doing some good? You got some fancy computer going on? You got that NASA computer? Hell yeah. I love a new computer. I love technology. I like to build computers. Ooh, the 11 dynamic goes hard. Hell yeah. 1300 watt 80 plus platinum. Hell yeah, let's go. X870E. 99. Oh, you got the 9900. Why can't I speak? 9900 X3D. That goes hard. Your computer's nicer than mine. 64 gigs of 6000. 4080 super. Interesting. Your GPU is actually quite similar to mine. My CPU, I have a 7800 X3D. I don't have the 99. And I also have half the RAM that you do. Same speed though. It's funny that you have the Lian Li Galahad 2. I also have the Lian Li Galahad 2. Because it goes hard and it looks pretty. Oh, you've got the Infinity fans though. The Infinity fans are crazy. I just have some like shitty Cooler Master fans because I like the way they looked better. And it sucks because the software sucks on them. You have to really finagle them to get them to work goodly. But so be it. Hell yeah, though, that computer goes hard. Proud of you. Let's go.